Imagine a world where relationships are no longer a mystery, where you possess the wisdom to navigate the complex dynamics between men and women with ease. Picture yourself understanding the strange, almost inexplicable behaviors that captivate younger women, the subtle psychological tactics that can draw attention from those who seem indifferent, and the mind tricks that can make someone who once overlooked you crave your presence. These insights aren't just theoretical, they are actionable strategies grounded in the enduring principles of Stoicism, ready to transform your approach to relationships and life. This video is your guide to mastering these powerful methods, unveiling the secrets that can change how you interact with the world around you. Whether you're looking to reignite a spark, capture someone's attention, or simply understand the deeper currents of human behavior, what you'll discover here can make all the difference. So, stay with us until the end to uncover these transformative secrets. And if you find value in what you learn, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to unlock their own potential. Throughout history, the Stoics, with their profound wisdom and resilience, mastered not just the art of living, but also the intricate psychology of human nature, including that of women. These philosophers, with their disciplined approach to life, understood that as men age, they often grow in wisdom, confidence, and character, traits that can make them irresistibly attractive to others, even when they may not realize it themselves. Today, we dive into a topic that aligns with this ancient wisdom. We're exploring 7 surprising signs that you're an attractive older man, even if you're unaware of it. These signs go beyond the superficial and tap into the deeper, more meaningful aspects of attraction. If you've ever wondered why you catch certain glances or why people seem drawn to you, this video might just reveal the answers. Before we delve into these intriguing signs, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. The insights we're about to share could change the way you perceive yourself. And if you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences. Your story could inspire others to embrace their attractiveness and the wisdom that comes with age. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Eye Contact. The eyes are often referred to as the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, this saying couldn't be more accurate. Eye contact is a powerful nonverbal cue that can convey a multitude of emotions and intentions, and as an older man, you might have noticed that people, particularly women, tend to hold your gaze a little longer than usual. This isn't just a coincidence, it's a clear and significant indicator of your attractiveness, even if you're not fully aware of it. When we talk about eye contact, it's essential to understand that it's one of the most potent forms of nonverbal communication in human interaction. It transcends mere words and taps into a primal form of connection. Holding someone's gaze can communicate confidence, interest, respect, and even a subtle dominance, traits that are often highly appealing. As an older man, you've likely developed a natural ease with maintaining eye contact, a skill that perhaps you've honed over the years through countless interactions, experiences, and the wisdom that comes with age. One of the reasons why eye contact is so impactful, especially for older men, is because it's often linked to a deep-seated confidence. With age comes a certain level of self-assuredness that is unmistakable. You've navigated life's challenges, made crucial decisions, and in doing so, you cultivated a strong sense of who you are. This solid understanding of your identity naturally reflects in how you hold someone's gaze. When a woman locks eyes with you, she's not just seeing your outward appearance, she's subconsciously assessing your inner strength, your composure, and your character. Younger men might struggle with maintaining eye contact, often due to insecurities or the overwhelming desire to impress. They may find themselves averting their gaze or fidgeting under the pressure of an intense look. But as an older man, your eye contact tends to be steady, calm, and reassuring. It's as if your eyes are saying, "I've been through it all, and I'm still standing." This level of stability is incredibly attractive to women, especially those who are seeking a partner with emotional depth and maturity. Your eyes communicate that you're not easily rattled, that you've seen life in all its highs and lows, and most importantly, that you're comfortable with who you are. Moreover, the eye contact you offer often carries an intriguing sense of mystery. It's not just about looking at someone, it's about what lies beneath that gaze. When a woman looks into your eyes, she might wonder about the experiences that have shaped you, the stories you could tell, and the wisdom you've gained. This mystery adds another layer to your attractiveness. It's like a book that she's eager to read, each glance offering just a glimpse of the chapters filled with life's lessons, triumphs, and challenges. Your eye contact also suggests emotional intelligence, a trait that becomes more pronounced with age. Younger men might still be figuring out how to read and respond to nonverbal cues, but as an older man, you've had years of practice. You've learned to pick up on the subtle shifts in someone's gaze, the way their eyes might flicker with interest or soften with empathy. This ability to connect on an emotional level through eye contact is something that sets you apart and makes you incredibly appealing. In addition to all these aspects, there's a certain level of respect that comes with the eye contact of an older man. It's not just about physical attraction, it's about the acknowledgement of another person's presence, thoughts, and feelings. When you hold someone's gaze, it's as though you're saying, "I see you, and I'm truly interested in what you have to say." This kind of validation is deeply attractive and can make others feel valued and appreciated. So, the next time you find someone holding your gaze, don't brush it off as a simple glance. Recognize it for what it is, a reflection of the magnetism that you've cultivated over the years. This magnetism isn't just about looks, it's about the confidence, wisdom, and life experience that shines through your eyes. Your gaze tells a story that many find captivating, even if you don't fully realize it. It's a powerful tool that draws people in and makes them want to know more about the man behind those eyes. Chapter 2: The Eyebrow Raise. The subtle movement of eyebrows may seem insignificant, but in the realm of attraction, it's a powerful, non-verbal cue that can speak volumes. As an older man, you might have noticed that when people, particularly women, interact with you, their eyebrows often lift slightly. This is not just a random facial expression, it's a sign of interest, surprise, and even admiration. The eyebrow raise is a universal sign of recognition and acknowledgement. When someone raises their eyebrows at you, it's often an instinctive reaction to something that has caught their attention. For an attractive older man, this could mean that your presence, your demeanor, or even something you've said has intrigued them. It's a subtle yet clear indicator that they see something special in you, something that stands out and makes them take notice. Why is this so important? Because the eyebrow raise is a form of silent communication that can express emotions that words sometimes fail to convey. It's often the first response someone gives when they're genuinely impressed or curious. This reaction is particularly telling when it comes from a younger woman interacting with an older man. It suggests that she sees beyond just your age, she recognizes the qualities that make you unique and attractive. This could be your confidence, your sense of style, your maturity, or even the way you carry yourself with ease and assurance. As an older man, the eyebrow raise also signifies the respect you command. It's a subtle acknowledgement of your life experiences, the wisdom you've accumulated, and the authority you naturally exude. Younger men often have to prove themselves, constantly striving to earn respect and validation. But for you, this respect is already ingrained in how others perceive you. The eyebrow raise is a recognition of that, a sign that people, whether consciously or subconsciously, view you as someone with valuable insights and a strong presence. Moreover, the eyebrow raise can be a signal of flirtation. When a woman raises her eyebrows at you, especially in a moment of eye contact, it can indicate that she's intrigued or even attracted to you. This gesture, combined with a slight smile or a lingering look, can suggest that she finds you interesting and is open to further interaction. It's a non-verbal way of saying, "You've caught my attention," and it's often an invitation to continue the conversation or deepen the connection. This reaction is particularly common in social settings where people are getting to know each other. In these environments, the eyebrow raise can be an initial sign that someone is receptive to you and is interested in what you have to offer. It's a small gesture, but it's one that can set the tone for the entire interaction, making it warmer, more engaging, and more connected. In addition to being a sign of interest, the eyebrow raise also conveys a sense of openness and vulnerability. When someone raises their eyebrows, they're unconsciously opening their eyes wider, allowing themselves to take in more of what they're seeing. This physical reaction can be a sign that the person is open to new experiences, new ideas, and new connections. For an attractive older man, this means that you're seen as someone who can offer something new and valuable, whether that's wisdom, conversation, or simply your company. So, the next time you notice someone raising their eyebrows at you, take it as a compliment. It's a clear sign that you've made an impression, one that's likely positive and meaningful. This small gesture is a testament to the fact that your attractiveness isn't just about your appearance, it's about the entire package you present, your confidence, your maturity, and your ability to captivate others without even trying. Chapter 3: Growth Mindset. As an older man, you've likely spent years honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and cultivating a mindset that's open to growth and learning. This growth mindset is not only a key to personal and professional success, but also a significant factor in your attractiveness. Women, and people in general, are drawn to those who embrace the idea that learning and self-improvement never stop, no matter how much experience they've accumulated. A growth mindset, by its very nature, signifies that you're not stuck in your ways. You're adaptable, open to new ideas, and constantly seeking ways to better yourself. This is incredibly appealing because it shows that you're not just resting on your laurels or coasting through life. Instead, you're actively engaged in your own development, striving to become the best version of yourself. This pursuit of growth is magnetic, as it reflects a dynamic personality that continues to evolve and improve over time. In contrast to a fixed mindset, where individuals believe their abilities and intelligence are static and unchangeable, a growth mindset reveals a belief in the potential for continuous development. This belief is not only attractive, but also inspiring to those around you. It suggests that you're not afraid of challenges or setbacks, but rather, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This resilience and determination are traits that many find incredibly attractive, as they indicate strength of character and a positive outlook on life. The attractiveness of a growth mindset is also linked to the sense of curiosity and enthusiasm it fosters. When you're open to learning and trying new things, you bring a certain energy and vibrancy to your interactions. You're not someone who's content with the status quo. You're always looking for ways to expand your horizons, whether that's through travel, learning new skills, or engaging in thoughtful conversations. This enthusiasm for life is contagious, and it's something that others can't help but be drawn to. Moreover, a growth mindset often leads to a greater sense of humility. As an older man, you've likely encountered numerous challenges and have learned from both successes and failures. This experience gives you a deep understanding that there's always more to learn, no matter how much you know. This humility is attractive because it shows that you're not arrogant or complacent. Instead, you're continually striving to grow and improve. It's a trait that many admire, as it indicates a willingness to listen, learn, and evolve. In relationships, a growth mindset can also be a significant factor in long-term compatibility and satisfaction. When you're open to growth, you're more likely to be flexible and understanding, qualities that are essential for maintaining a healthy and supportive partnership. You're also more likely to encourage and support your partner's growth, creating a dynamic where both individuals can flourish together. This mutual support and encouragement are key components of a strong and lasting relationship, and they're highly attractive qualities in a partner. Furthermore, a growth mindset often correlates with a sense of purpose and direction in life. As an older man, you've likely spent time reflecting on your goals and aspirations, and you're continuously working towards them. This sense of purpose is magnetic because it shows that you're not just drifting through life, you have a clear vision and are actively pursuing it. This focus and determination are attractive because they suggest that you're someone who knows what they want and is willing to put in the effort to achieve it. In summary, your growth mindset is a powerful and attractive trait that sets you apart from others. It shows that you're adaptable, resilient, and continuously striving to better yourself. This commitment to self-improvement is not only a testament to your character, but also a key factor in your attractiveness. It's a quality that draws people in and makes them want to be a part of your journey, to learn from you, and to grow alongside you. Chapter 4: Valued Opinions. As you've grown older, you've likely noticed that people tend to seek your opinion more often. Whether it's in professional settings, social circles, or even casual conversations, your thoughts and insights are valued and respected. This is a significant sign of your attractiveness as an older man, one that goes beyond physical appearance and taps into the essence of who you are and what you've experienced. The value that others place on your opinions is a reflection of the wisdom and knowledge you've accumulated over the years. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it and the depth of understanding that backs your words. People are drawn to those who can offer well-considered perspectives, especially when these perspectives come from someone who has lived through various experiences and can see the bigger picture. This respect for your opinions is a clear indicator of your influence. When people ask for your thoughts, they're acknowledging that you have something valuable to offer. This influence is a powerful form of attractiveness because it shows that you're not just another voice in the crowd, you're a voice that matters. Your opinions can shape decisions, guide others, and even inspire change. This level of impact is incredibly appealing, as it signifies that you hold a certain authority and command respect. Moreover, when your opinions are valued, it's often because they come from a place of authenticity and sincerity. As an older man, you've likely developed a strong sense of self, and this authenticity shines through in your interactions. You're not swayed by trends or the need to please others. Instead, you speak from your own experiences and beliefs. This authenticity is magnetic because it shows that you're genuine and trustworthy, qualities that are highly attractive to others. In addition to authenticity, the value placed on your opinions often stems from your ability to listen and understand different perspectives. You've had years to refine your communication skills, and this is evident in the way you engage with others. You're not just offering opinions for the sake of it, you're genuinely interested in the conversation and in providing insights that are thoughtful and considerate. This ability to listen and respond thoughtfully makes you a sought-after conversationalist and a person whose opinions are truly valued. The attractiveness of valued opinions also lies in the sense of reliability and dependability that they convey. When people consistently seek your input, it's a sign that they trust your judgment and believe that you have their best interests at heart. This trust is a cornerstone of any relationship, whether personal or professional, and it's a major factor in what makes you attractive. People are naturally drawn to those they can rely on, and your ability to offer sound advice makes you a pillar of strength and support for those around you. Furthermore, the value of your opinions can extend to your role as a mentor or guide. Younger individuals, in particular, may look up to you for advice and guidance, seeing you as a source of wisdom and inspiration. This mentoring role is incredibly attractive because it highlights your ability to nurture and develop others. It's a sign that you're not just focused on your own success, but that you're invested in helping others grow and achieve their goals. This generosity of spirit is a quality that many find deeply appealing. In relationships, the value placed on your opinions can also enhance your attractiveness by fostering a deeper connection with your partner. When your thoughts and insights are respected, it creates a sense of mutual respect and understanding. This dynamic is crucial for a healthy and fulfilling relationship, as it ensures that both partners feel heard and valued. Your ability to offer thoughtful and meaningful opinions can strengthen this connection, making you an even more attractive and desirable partner. In conclusion, the value that others place on your opinions is a powerful sign of your attractiveness as an older man. It reflects the wisdom, authenticity, and reliability that you bring to your interactions. This respect for your thoughts and insights is not only a testament to your character, but also a key factor in what makes you attractive. It's a quality that draws people in, earns their trust, and makes them want to be a part of your life and your journey. Chapter 5: Social Magnetism. Social magnetism is one of those intangible qualities that can make someone stand out in any crowd. It's that natural ability to draw people in, to make others feel comfortable and valued in your presence. As an older man, your social magnetism has likely developed over the years, honed by countless interactions and a deep understanding of human nature. This quality is a significant factor in your attractiveness, one that goes beyond mere physical appearance and taps into the essence of who you are. Social magnetism is often rooted in confidence. Over the years, you've likely become more comfortable in your own skin, more assured of your place in the world. This confidence is not the loud, brash type that seeks attention. Rather, it's a quiet, steady assurance that radiates from within. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone, because you already know your worth. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it puts others at ease and makes them feel secure in your presence. In social situations, this magnetism manifests in your ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Whether you're at a business meeting, a social gathering, or just a casual encounter, you have a way of making others feel seen and heard. This is because you've learned the art of listening, really listening, over the years. You're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're genuinely interested in what others have to say. This attentiveness is a rare and valuable trait, one that draws people to you and makes them feel valued. Moreover, your social magnetism is often tied to your ability to make others feel good about themselves. You've likely mastered the subtle art of giving compliments, not just on superficial things like appearance, but on deeper aspects of a person's character or achievements. You know how to make people feel appreciated, and this makes them want to be around you more. This ability to uplift others is a powerful form of attractiveness because it creates a positive energy that others naturally gravitate towards. Another aspect of social magnetism is the ease with which you navigate different social situations. You've likely developed a strong sense of social intelligence over the years, allowing you to read the room and adapt your approach accordingly. Whether it's knowing when to step forward and take the lead, or when to step back and let others shine, your social intelligence allows you to handle any situation with grace and poise. This adaptability is attractive because it shows that you're in tune with the needs of others and that you're not rigid in your approach to life. Your social magnetism also comes from the stories you've accumulated over the years. As an older man, you've lived through experiences that younger men simply haven't had the chance to. These stories, whether they're about your career, travels, or personal challenges, make you an interesting and engaging conversationalist. People are naturally drawn to those who can share wisdom and insights in a way that's entertaining and relatable. Your ability to weave these stories into conversations adds depth and richness to your interactions, making you even more attractive to those around you. In relationships, social magnetism plays a crucial role in building and maintaining connections. Your ability to make your partner feel special, valued, and understood is key to a successful relationship. This magnetism doesn't fade with age. In fact, it often becomes stronger as you become more in tune with your partner's needs and desires. Your social skills, combined with your life experience, make you a partner who is not only attractive, but also deeply satisfying to be with. Furthermore, social magnetism is closely linked to your emotional intelligence. you've likely developed a keen sense of empathy over the years, allowing you to understand and respond to the emotions of others. This emotional intelligence is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are not just focused on yourself, you're attuned to the feelings and needs of those around you. This makes you someone who is easy to talk to, someone others feel comfortable confiding in, and someone who can build deep and meaningful connections. In conclusion, social magnetism is a powerful aspect of your attractiveness as an older man. It's a combination of confidence, social intelligence, emotional intelligence, and the ability to make others feel valued. This quality draws people to you, makes them want to be around you, and enhances your interactions in profound ways. It's a trait that goes beyond looks and taps into the essence of who you are, making you a truly attractive and desirable individual. Chapter 6: Authenticity. Authenticity is a quality that becomes more refined with age, and it's one of the most attractive traits a person can possess. As an older man, you've likely shed the pretenses and insecurities that might have clouded your younger years. You know who you are, what you stand for, and you're not afraid to show it. This level of self-awareness and honesty is incredibly appealing to those around you because it's rare in a world where many people feel pressure to conform to external expectations. Being authentic means being true to yourself, regardless of what others might think. It's about embracing your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses without feeling the need to hide them. This transparency is attractive because it makes you relatable and trustworthy. When people see that you're comfortable in your own skin, they're more likely to feel comfortable around you. Your authenticity creates a space where others feel safe to be themselves, free from judgment or pretense. In relationships, authenticity is a cornerstone of trust and intimacy. When you're authentic, you communicate openly and honestly with your partner, which fosters a deep sense of connection. You're not playing games or trying to manipulate situations to your advantage. Instead, you're expressing your true feelings and intentions. This honesty is attractive because it shows that you're invested in the relationship for the right reasons, and it allows your partner to trust that they can be themselves with you as well. Moreover, your authenticity often manifests in the way you live your life. You've likely developed a set of values and principles that guide your decisions and actions. Whether it's your work ethic, your approach to relationships, or your commitment to personal growth, these values are evident in everything you do. People are attracted to this consistency because it shows that you're a person of integrity, someone who can be relied upon to do what's right, even when it's difficult. Another aspect of authenticity is your ability to embrace vulnerability. As an older man, you've experienced enough to know that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. You're not afraid to show your emotions or admit when you don't have all the answers. This openness is incredibly attractive because it makes you more human and relatable. It shows that you're not putting up a facade, but are instead willing to share your true self with others. Your authenticity also shines through in your interactions with others. You're not trying to impress anyone with false bravado or exaggerated stories. Instead, you engage with people in a genuine and sincere manner. This authenticity makes you a refreshing presence in any social setting, as people are drawn to those who are real and unpretentious. Your ability to connect with others on a deeper level is a testament to your authenticity, and it's a quality that makes you stand out in a crowd. In addition, authenticity is closely linked to your sense of purpose. You're likely driven by a desire to live a meaningful and fulfilling life, one that aligns with your true self. This sense of purpose is attractive because it shows that you're not just going through the motions, you're actively seeking to create a life that reflects who you are and what you value. This determination to live authentically is something that others admire and are drawn to. In conclusion, authenticity is a powerful aspect of your attractiveness as an older man. It's about being true to yourself, embracing vulnerability, and living in alignment with your values. This honesty and transparency create a sense of trust and connection with others, making you an appealing and desirable individual. Your authenticity is a quality that not only enhances your relationships, but also allows you to live a life that is true to who you are. Chapter 7. Money. Money, while not the sole factor in attraction, can certainly play a significant role in how you're perceived as an older man. Financial stability and success are often associated with qualities like responsibility, ambition, and the ability to provide, all of which can enhance your attractiveness. However, it's important to note that it's not just about having money, it's about how you manage it and what it represents in your life. Financial stability is often seen as a sign of maturity and responsibility. As an older man, you've likely worked hard to build a secure financial foundation, whether through your career, investments, or other means. This stability is attractive because it shows that you're capable of planning for the future and taking care of yourself and those you care about. It reflects a level of discipline and foresight that many find appealing. Moreover, the way you manage your money speaks volumes about your character. Are you generous with your wealth, using it to help others and support causes you believe in? Are you responsible with your spending, avoiding unnecessary debt and making smart financial decisions? These behaviors are attractive because they demonstrate that you're not just concerned with accumulating wealth for its own sake, but that you're using it in ways that align with your values and priorities. In relationships, financial stability can contribute to a sense of security and comfort. It's not about buying affection or impressing others with material possessions. Rather, it's about creating a stable environment where both partners can thrive. When you're financially stable, you're less likely to experience the stress and tension that can arise from financial uncertainty, which can make your relationships stronger and more harmonious. This ability to provide a stable and secure life is an attractive quality that many people value in a partner. Another aspect of money's influence on attractiveness is how it allows you to live a life of independence and freedom. Financial success often provides the means to pursue your passions, travel, and enjoy the finer things in life. This freedom is attractive because it shows that you're not tied down by financial constraints and that you have the means to live life on your own terms. It's a sign of empowerment and self-sufficiency, qualities that are highly appealing. However, it's important to remember that money alone is not enough to make someone attractive. It's how you use your financial resources and what they represent that truly matters. If you're generous, responsible, and use your wealth to improve the lives of others, it enhances your attractiveness. On the other hand, if money is used to control or manipulate others, it can have the opposite effect. True attractiveness comes from the values and principles that guide your financial decisions. In conclusion, money can be a significant factor in your attractiveness as an older man, but it's not about the money itself, it's about what it represents. Financial stability, responsibility, and the ability to use your resources in meaningful ways are all qualities that contribute to your appeal. When managed wisely, money can enhance your life and your relationships, making you a more attractive and desirable individual. As we wrap up this episode, it's essential to recognize that these signs of attractiveness, whether it's the way you hold someone's gaze, the subtle raise of your eyebrow, your commitment to growth, or the authenticity that defines your character, are all reflections of the journey you've traveled. Being an attractive older man isn't about fitting into societal norms or chasing after youth. It's about embracing the wisdom, confidence, and maturity that come with age. You've lived through experiences that have shaped you into the person you are today, and those experiences shine through in your interactions with others. Your eye contact tells a story of confidence and stability, your growth mindset keeps you moving forward, and your authenticity creates deep connections with those around you. These qualities, combined with your ability to manage your finances responsibly and your magnetic social presence, make you undeniably attractive. Remember, attractiveness is not just about how others perceive you, it's also about how you perceive yourself. Embrace the qualities that make you unique and understand that your value only increases with time. You've earned the respect and admiration of those around you, not just through your accomplishments, but through your character, wisdom, and the way you live your life. As you continue on your journey, let these signs serve as reminders of your worth and attractiveness. They are the result of a life well lived, full of lessons learned and wisdom gained. So, the next time you notice a lingering gaze, a raised eyebrow, or a deep connection forming, know that it's not by chance, it's because you're an attractive older man who has much to offer. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed any of these signs in your own life? We'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this episode insightful, be sure to share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support helps us continue to create content that resonates with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember to embrace who you are, because your journey is what makes you truly attractive. The Stoics, throughout their long and meaningful lives, mastered the psychology of human behavior, including the often mysterious ways of women. Their insights into self-discipline, emotional control, and understanding human nature have been passed down through the ages, and today, we can apply these principles to modern relationships. In this episode, we're diving into the mind tricks that so-called bad boys use to capture the attention and affection of women. While the term bad boy often carries a negative connotation, these men have mastered certain psychological techniques that make them incredibly attractive. Before we dive into the details, make sure to watch this video until the end to fully grasp the powerful concepts we're about to explore. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or experiences. We'd love to hear your stories, especially if you've ever encountered or even used these mind tricks yourself. And of course, share this video with anyone who might benefit from these insights. Now, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Have self-respect. At the very core of every bad boy persona is an unwavering sense of self-respect. This isn't just about outward confidence or bravado, it's a deep, intrinsic understanding of one's own value. A man who respects himself knows exactly what he deserves and refuses to settle for anything less. This level of self-respect is magnetic because it signals to others, especially women, that he is a man of worth, someone who is not easily swayed or manipulated by external influences. Self-respect is more than just a mindset, it's a way of life. It influences every decision you make, every interaction you have, and the way you carry yourself in the world. When you truly respect yourself, you set clear boundaries and enforce them with conviction. This means that you won't tolerate being disrespected, mistreated, or undervalued by anyone, including women. Women are inherently drawn to men who exhibit this level of self-assurance because it suggests stability, strength, and reliability, qualities that are highly attractive. From a Stoic perspective, self-respect is a fundamental pillar of a virtuous life. The Stoics believed that living with integrity and honor was the highest form of existence. They taught that one's self-worth should never be compromised by the opinions or actions of others. In the same way, bad boys cultivate an aura of self-respect that is both alluring and intimidating. This isn't about being arrogant or dismissive, it's about having a deep, unshakable belief in your own value. When a man respects himself, he doesn't need to seek validation from others, especially from women. This independence is incredibly attractive because it signifies that he is not needy or desperate for attention. Instead, he is content and secure in himself, which naturally draws people toward him. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who possess this inner confidence because it suggests that he is capable of providing stability and support in a relationship. Moreover, a man with self-respect is not easily swayed by external opinions or pressures. He is guided by his own principles and values, which makes him seem more in control of his own destiny. This sense of direction and purpose is magnetic. It's what makes a bad boy stand out from the crowd. When a woman encounters a man who truly respects himself, she can't help but be intrigued and attracted. She begins to wonder what makes him so confident, so self-assured, and why he doesn't seem to need her validation. This dynamic is powerful because it flips the typical script of male-female interactions. Instead of the man chasing the woman, seeking her approval, the roles are subtly reversed. The woman finds herself drawn to the man, intrigued by his aura of self-respect and independence. She begins to seek his attention, trying to understand what makes him tick, and in doing so, she becomes more invested in the relationship. This is where the true power of self-respect lies, in its ability to change the dynamics of attraction. When a man respects himself, he becomes a challenge, a mystery to be unraveled. Women are naturally drawn to this challenge, eager to prove themselves worthy of his attention. And in the process, they find themselves more and more captivated by the man who never compromised his own worth. In essence, having self-respect is about understanding your value and refusing to settle for anything less. It's about living in accordance with your own principles and not allowing others to dictate your worth. When you embody this level of self-respect, you naturally command attention and respect from others, especially women. This is the foundation upon which all other bad boy and mind tricks are built. Without self-respect, none of the other techniques would be nearly as effective. So, as you move forward, remember that the key to attracting women isn't about changing who you are to fit their expectations. It's about embracing your own worth, setting high standards for yourself, and refusing to compromise on those standards. When you do this, you won't have to chase after women. They'll come to you, drawn by the irresistible force of your self-respect. Chapter 2. Don't give a F at CK. One of the most distinctive traits of the bad boy is his ability to not give a F at CK about almost anything. This attitude isn't about being reckless or careless, it's about prioritizing what truly matters to him and disregarding the rest. This mindset is incredibly liberating and attractive because it signals a deep sense of self-assurance and independence. When a man stops caring about societal expectations, other people's opinions, or even the potential outcomes of his actions, he becomes a force to be reckoned with. This indifference can be incredibly alluring to women who are often intrigued by a man who doesn't feel the need to conform or seek approval. At its core, not giving a F at CK is about emotional detachment. It's the ability to separate yourself from the need for external validation and to focus solely on your own values and goals. This detachment allows a bad boy to navigate life with a level of freedom and confidence that is rare and captivating. Women are naturally drawn to men who are not easily swayed by emotions or societal pressures because it suggests a level of emotional maturity and self-control. From a Stoic perspective, this concept is closely related to the idea of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. The Stoics taught that true peace and contentment come from understanding that the only thing you can truly control is your own mind and actions. Everything else, other people's opinions, external circumstances, the future, is beyond your control and therefore not worth worrying about. This detachment from external influences allows a man to live authentically and confidently, free from the burden of others' expectations. When a bad boy applies this principle to his interactions with women, it creates a powerful dynamic. He doesn't feel the need to impress or please. Instead, he remains true to himself and his values. This authenticity is magnetic because it contrasts sharply with the behavior of men who are constantly seeking validation. Women are often surprised and intrigued by a man who isn't trying to win their approval, which in turn makes them more curious and attracted to him. Moreover, not giving a F at CK doesn't mean being indifferent to everything. It's about being selective with your energy and attention. A bad boy knows what's important to him and doesn't waste time or energy on things that don't align with his goals or values. This focus and clarity are incredibly attractive because they suggest a man who is in control of his life and his destiny. Women are drawn to this sense of purpose and direction, seeing it as a sign of strength and leadership. This mindset also protects a bad boy from emotional manipulation. Because he is not seeking validation or approval, he is less likely to be swayed by emotional appeals or guilt trips. This emotional independence makes him a more challenging and intriguing partner, as women find themselves drawn to his unshakable confidence and self-assuredness. In relationships, this attitude can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can make a man appear more attractive and desirable. On the other hand, it can create a sense of distance or aloofness that might be challenging for some women. However, the key is balance. A bad boy who knows when to be indifferent and when to show care and attention can create a dynamic and exciting relationship that keeps a woman constantly engaged and intrigued. Ultimately, not giving a F at CK is about living authentically and unapologetically. It's about knowing who you are, what you want, and not letting anyone or anything stand in your way. When a man embodies this mindset, he becomes a powerful and attractive force, drawing women to him with his confidence, independence, and emotional strength. Chapter 3: Be Selfish. At first glance, the idea of being selfish might seem counterintuitive to building strong relationships, but for the bad boy, it's a crucial component of his allure. Being selfish, in this context, doesn't mean being greedy or inconsiderate. Rather, it's about putting your own needs, desires, and goals first. This focus on self-prioritization is what allows bad boys to maintain their independence and not lose themselves in relationships. Women are often drawn to this trait because it signals a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. Selfishness, when applied correctly, is about self-preservation and self-care. It's about understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. This mindset is attractive because it suggests a man who is in control of his life and who values himself enough to prioritize his well-being. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit this level of self-respect and self-awareness because it suggests that they are with someone who won't be easily swayed or manipulated. From a Stoic perspective, selfishness aligns with the idea of focusing on your own virtue and character. The Stoics believed that the most important thing in life is to live in accordance with your own values and principles. This requires a certain level of selfishness, as you must prioritize your own growth and development above all else. This focus on self-improvement and self-care is what allows a bad boy to remain independent and strong, even in the face of external pressures. In relationships, being selfish can manifest in different ways. It might mean setting boundaries and not allowing a partner to overstep them. It could mean pursuing your own interests and hobbies, even if they don't align with your partner's. It might involve making decisions that prioritize your own happiness and well-being, even if they are not popular or well-received. This level of independence and self-prioritization is incredibly attractive to women because it suggests a man who is confident, self-assured, and in control of his own life. However, being selfish doesn't mean being completely self-centered. A bad boy knows how to balance his own needs with the needs of others. He understands that while it's important to prioritize himself, he also needs to show care and consideration for his partner. This balance between self-prioritization and consideration is what makes a bad boy so intriguing and attractive. Women are drawn to his confidence and independence, but they also appreciate his ability to show care and attention when it's needed. Being selfish also protects a bad boy from losing himself in a relationship. Many men fall into the trap of sacrificing their own needs and desires for the sake of their partner, which can lead to resentment and dissatisfaction. By being selfish, a bad boy ensures that he remains true to himself and doesn't lose sight of his own goals and values. This level of self-preservation is attractive because it suggests a man who is strong, independent, and capable of standing up for himself. Ultimately, being selfish is about knowing your worth and not settling for anything less than what you deserve. It's about prioritizing your own happiness and well-being, and not allowing anyone or anything to derail your goals or dreams. When a man embodies this mindset, he becomes a powerful and attractive force, drawing women to him with his confidence, independence, and self-assuredness. The concept of being selfish in a positive sense goes beyond just setting boundaries. It's about crafting a life that centers on your passions, ambitions, and well-being. When a man is attuned to his own needs, he radiates a sense of purpose and drive that is inherently attractive. This doesn't mean he disregards others' feelings or needs, but rather that he is deeply aware of his own. He knows that to give his best to others, he must first be at his best. This self-awareness is what differentiates the bad boy from those who get lost in the pursuit of approval or affection. For women, this level of self-focus is incredibly appealing because it signals a man who isn't easily swayed or dependent on external validation. He's not constantly seeking her approval because he's already secure in who he is. This independence creates a dynamic where she feels intrigued and compelled to invest more, often finding herself drawn into his world. She begins to see him not as someone who needs her, but as someone she wants to be around, a subtle yet powerful shift that gives him an upper hand in the relationship dynamic. Moreover, when a man prioritizes his own needs, he sets a standard for how he expects to be treated. This self-assuredness naturally commands respect and sets the tone for how others, including women, interact with him. They recognize that he won't settle for less than he deserves, which not only elevates his status in their eyes, but also challenges them to rise to his level. This creates an environment of mutual respect and admiration, which is the foundation of any strong, healthy relationship. In essence, being selfish in this context is about creating a life that is so fulfilling and enriching that others can't help but be drawn to it. It's about leading with confidence, knowing what you want, and not being afraid to go after it, qualities that are undeniably attractive to women. The bad boy doesn't chase, he simply lives his life in a way that naturally attracts others to him. And in doing so, he ensures that the relationships he forms are not born out of necessity, but out of genuine connection and mutual desire. Chapter 4. Act like you've been here before. One of the most effective mind tricks that bad boys use to captivate women is acting like they've been here before. This means projecting an air of experience and confidence, as if nothing phases you and you're completely comfortable in any situation. This attitude is incredibly attractive because it signals to women that you are a man who is in control, unflappable, and experienced. It creates an aura of mystery and intrigue as women wonder what kind of life you've lived to make you so confident and self-assured. Acting like you've been here before is all about projecting confidence without arrogance. It's about being cool, calm, and collected, no matter what's happening around you. This attitude suggests that you are a man who is comfortable in his own skin and who doesn't need to prove himself to anyone. Women are naturally drawn to this kind of confidence because it suggests that you are a man of substance, someone who has seen and done it all, and who is not easily impressed or intimidated. From a Stoic perspective, this attitude aligns with the idea of emotional control and resilience. The Stoics believed in maintaining a calm and composed demeanor, regardless of external circumstances. They taught that true strength comes from within, and that a man who is in control of his emotions is a man who is in control of his life. By acting like you've been here before, you are embodying this Stoic principle, showing that you are not easily swayed by external forces and that you have the experience and wisdom to handle any situation. In relationships, this attitude can be incredibly powerful. When you act like you've been here before, you create a sense of security and stability that women find incredibly attractive. They see you as a man who is reliable, confident, and capable of handling whatever life throws at you. This sense of security is a major draw for women, who are often looking for a partner who can provide stability and support. Moreover, acting like you've been here before also creates an air of mystery and intrigue. Women are naturally curious creatures, and they are often drawn to men who seem to have a hidden depth or experience. When you project this kind of confidence, women begin to wonder about your past experiences and what makes you so calm and composed. This curiosity can quickly turn into attraction as women become more and more intrigued by the man who seems to have it all together. This attitude also sets you apart from other men who may be more eager to impress or win a woman's approval. By acting like you've been here before, you show that you are not desperate or needy, but rather a man who is comfortable and confident in himself. This nonchalance is incredibly attractive because it suggests that you are a man who is in demand, someone who doesn't need to chase after women because they naturally come to you. Ultimately, acting like you've been here before is about projecting an air of experience, confidence, and composure. It's about showing women that you are a man who is in control of his emotions and his life, and that you are not easily swayed or impressed. When you embody this attitude, you become a powerful and attractive force, drawing women to you with your calm confidence and mysterious allure. Chapter 5. Keep your exes on a leash. One of the more controversial mind tricks that bad boys use to keep women intrigued is keeping their exes on a leash. This doesn't mean stringing women along or playing games, but rather maintaining a level of connection or communication with past lovers. This tactic is often used to create a sense of competition and to remind new women that they are not the only ones interested in you. It's a way to keep women on their toes, knowing that there are others who still desire you, which can intensify their own attraction. The idea of keeping your exes on a leash is rooted in the psychology of scarcity and competition. When a woman knows that other women are still interested in you, it can trigger a competitive instinct, making her more eager to win your attention and affection. This tactic works because it creates a sense of urgency and importance, as women don't want to lose out to someone else. It also reinforces the idea that you are a high-value man, someone who is in demand and who has options. However, it's important to note that this tactic should be used with caution. It's not about playing games or leading women on, but rather about maintaining a level of connection that keeps them interested. This could mean occasionally talking to an ex, being seen with her in public, or simply mentioning her in conversation. The key is to do it subtly, without making it obvious that you are trying to make someone jealous. This subtlety is what makes the tactic so effective, as it creates a sense of intrigue and curiosity without coming across as manipulative. From a Stoic perspective, this tactic aligns with the idea of maintaining control and not becoming overly attached to any one person. The Stoics taught that emotional detachment is key to maintaining peace of mind and that it's important not to become overly invested in relationships. By keeping your exes on a leash, you are demonstrating that you are not completely invested in any one woman and that you have the emotional control to maintain multiple connections without becoming overly attached. In relationships, this tactic can create a dynamic that keeps women interested and engaged. When a woman knows that you have other options, it can make her more eager to prove herself and to win your affection. This sense of competition can intensify her attraction and make her more invested in the relationship. However, it's important to balance this tactic with genuine care and attention, as too much focus on other women can create feelings of insecurity or jealousy. Keeping your exes on a leash also reinforces the idea that you are a man of value and importance. When a woman sees that other women are still interested in you, it validates her own attraction and makes her feel like she is competing for something valuable. This sense of competition can be incredibly powerful, as it drives women to invest more time and energy into the relationship, making them more committed and devoted. Ultimately, keeping your exes on a leash is about maintaining a sense of competition and intrigue in your relationships. It's about showing women that you are a man who is in demand and who has options, which can intensify their own attraction and commitment. When used correctly, this tactic can be incredibly effective in keeping women engaged and interested, making them more eager to win your affection and to be a part of your life. Chapter 6. Master the Art of Ambiguity. One of the most powerful mind tricks that bad boys use to keep women intrigued and interested is the art of ambiguity. By remaining mysterious and unpredictable, they keep women guessing, constantly wondering what their next move will be. This uncertainty can be intoxicating, as it creates a sense of excitement and anticipation, making the relationship feel more dynamic and alive. Ambiguity is all about controlling how much information you reveal and when you reveal it. It's about keeping some parts of yourself hidden, only allowing glimpses of your true thoughts and feelings. This can be done in various ways, such as being vague in your responses, not always being available, or giving off mixed signals. The key is to never be entirely transparent, always leaving a little bit of mystery for her to unravel. The reason this tactic is so effective is that it plays into the human need for curiosity and the desire to solve puzzles. When a woman can't figure you out completely, she becomes more invested in trying to understand you, which keeps her engaged and interested. This sense of mystery also adds to your allure, as it suggests that you are a man with depth, someone who has more going on beneath the surface than meets the eye. From a psychological standpoint, ambiguity triggers a woman's imagination, making her think about you even when you're not around. She'll start to create her own narratives about who you are and what you're thinking, which can make her more emotionally invested in the relationship. This emotional investment is what keeps her coming back, as she tries to piece together the puzzle of who you really are. However, mastering the art of ambiguity requires a delicate balance. If you're too ambiguous, you risk coming across as disinterested or aloof, which can push women away. The key is to mix moments of clarity with moments of mystery, giving just enough to keep her interested without revealing too much. This push and pull dynamic is what makes the tactic so powerful, as it creates a sense of tension and excitement that keeps the relationship from becoming stale. Ambiguity also ties into the Stoic principle of emotional control. By not revealing everything about yourself, you maintain a level of detachment, ensuring that you are not overly invested in the outcome of the relationship. This detachment allows you to remain in control of your emotions, not letting the highs and lows of the relationship dictate your mood or actions. It also prevents you from becoming too dependent on her validation or approval, which can make you more attractive in her eyes. In relationships, the art of ambiguity can create a dynamic where the woman is constantly trying to figure you out, making her more invested in the relationship. This sense of uncertainty can keep the relationship exciting, as she never quite knows what to expect from you. It also gives you the upper hand, as you are the one controlling how much information is shared and when, keeping her on her toes. Ultimately, mastering the art of ambiguity is about maintaining a sense of mystery and unpredictability in your relationships. It's about controlling how much you reveal and when, keeping women intrigued and invested in the relationship. When done correctly, this tactic can make you an irresistible enigma, someone that women can't help but be drawn to as they try to unravel the mystery of who you really are. Chapter 7: The Power of Non-Reaction. One of the most powerful ways that bad boys maintain their control and allure in relationships is through the power of non-reaction. This tactic involves remaining calm, composed, and unbothered in situations that would typically provoke a strong emotional response. Whether it's a heated argument, a test of boundaries, or an attempt to make you jealous, mastering the power of non-reaction can give you the upper hand and make you more attractive in the eyes of women. The power of non-reaction is rooted in the Stoic principle of emotional control. The Stoics believed that true strength lies in the ability to control one's emotions, not allowing external events to dictate your inner state. By not reacting to provocations, you demonstrate that you are a man who is in control of himself, someone who is not easily swayed by the emotions or actions of others. This calm composure is incredibly attractive because it suggests that you are a man of substance, someone who is not easily rattled or manipulated. When you don't react to a woman's provocations, you send a clear message that you are not dependent on her approval or validation. This can be incredibly disarming, as most people are used to getting a reaction when they push someone's buttons. By not reacting, you show that you are emotionally independent, someone who does not need to prove himself or seek validation from others. This self-assuredness is what makes non-reaction such a powerful tactic, as it projects an air of confidence and strength that is hard to resist. In relationships, the power of non-reaction can be used to diffuse tense situations and to maintain control. For example, if a woman tries to provoke you by bringing up an ex or by flirting with someone else, your lack of reaction can completely disarm her. Instead of getting angry or jealous, you remain calm and composed, showing that you are not threatened by her actions. This non-reaction can make her respect you more, as it shows that you are not easily shaken and that you are confident in your own worth. Non-reaction is also a powerful tool for setting boundaries. When a woman crosses a line or tries to push your buttons, your calm and composed response can send a clear message that you are not someone to be messed with. It shows that you are not easily manipulated or controlled, and that you have the emotional strength to remain composed even in challenging situations. This can make women respect you more, as they see that you are a man who knows his worth and who will not allow others to dictate his emotions. However, the power of non-reaction is not about being indifferent or emotionless. It's about choosing when and how to respond, ensuring that your reactions are measured and deliberate. There may be times when a reaction is necessary, but the key is to make sure that it is a conscious choice, not an impulsive response. This level of control is what makes non-reaction so powerful, as it shows that you are a man who is in control of himself and his emotions. Ultimately, the power of non-reaction is about maintaining control in your relationships. It's about showing women that you are a man who is not easily swayed by emotions or external events, someone who is confident and self-assured. When you master the power of non-reaction, you become a force to be reckoned with, someone who commands respect and admiration from women, as they see you as a man who is truly in control of his life and his emotions. As we've explored throughout this episode, the mind tricks that so-called bad boys use to capture a woman's attention are deeply rooted in principles of self-respect, confidence, and emotional control, qualities that the Stoics themselves valued highly. These tactics aren't about manipulation or deception, rather, they are about mastering your own mindset and behavior in a way that naturally attracts others to you. Remember, the power to attract and maintain a meaningful connection lies not in what you do to others, but in how you present yourself and the strength of your character. By embracing these principles, you can cultivate a magnetic presence that draws people to you effortlessly. Before we wrap up, I encourage you to reflect on how these insights can be applied in your own life. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships or simply enhance your personal growth, these strategies can serve as powerful tools. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below sharing your own experiences or thoughts on what we discussed. Your stories and feedback are what make this community so engaging. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who might benefit from these insights. Whether they're struggling with a relationship or just looking to boost their confidence, these mind tricks can make a world of difference. Thanks for watching, and until next time, continue to refine your mind, strengthen your spirit, and live with purpose. Throughout their long and meaningful lives, the Stoics mastered the art of understanding human nature, including the complex psychology of women. They recognized that emotions and desires are powerful forces that can shape relationships in profound ways. By tapping into this knowledge, you can create a connection with a woman so strong that she will turn her life around and want you like never before. In this episode, we're going to explore 8 powerful strategies that can make a woman change 180 degrees and become irresistibly drawn to you. Each of these methods is rooted in deep psychological insights, and when applied correctly, they can transform your relationships. Before we dive in, make sure to watch this video until the end to fully grasp each technique. And if you find these tips valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Choose the suitable victim. The foundation of any successful relationship transformation lies in selecting the right woman with whom to engage. Not every woman will be receptive to these strategies, and attempting them on the wrong person can lead to frustration and failure. The key to making a woman change 180 degrees and desire you intensely is to choose someone who has an unmet need or vulnerability in her life, something that creates a space for you to step in and make a profound impact. Identifying this vulnerability requires careful observation and empathy. Perhaps she is dealing with a lack of validation in her personal or professional life, or maybe there is an emotional void that she has been unable to fill on her own. This could manifest as dissatisfaction with her current situation, feelings of inadequacy, or a yearning for something more meaningful. Your task is to recognize these signals and understand where her deepest needs lie. Once you've identified a woman who has this unmet need, the next step is to position yourself as the person who can fulfill it. This doesn't mean swooping in with grand gestures or overwhelming her with attention. Instead, it's about gradually becoming a consistent presence in her life, someone who understands her struggles and offers subtle, yet meaningful, support. By doing this, you start to fill the emotional gaps that others have overlooked, making her begin to see you as an indispensable part of her life. However, this approach requires a delicate balance. You must genuinely be capable of meeting her needs, not just exploiting her vulnerabilities. If she senses insincerity or manipulation, the connection will be lost. Therefore, it's essential to approach her with authenticity, offering your support in a way that feels natural and unforced. As she begins to rely on you more and more, the emotional bond between you will strengthen, and she will start to associate you with the solution to her problems. This chapter is about laying the groundwork for the transformation you seek. By carefully choosing a woman who has a need that you can fulfill, and by positioning yourself as the answer to her deepest desires, you set the stage for her to start seeing you in a completely new light, one that could lead her to desire you more intensely than she ever thought possible. Remember, this is just the beginning. The strategies that follow will build on this foundation, leading to a powerful and lasting connection. Chapter 2. Send mixed signals. Once you've laid the foundation by choosing the right woman and positioning yourself as someone who can fulfill her unmet needs, the next step is to introduce an element of unpredictability into the relationship. This chapter delves into the art of sending mixed signals, a psychological technique that can keep her emotionally engaged and deeply invested in you. When used correctly, this strategy can create a sense of intrigue and excitement, making her want you even more. Human beings are naturally drawn to mystery and unpredictability. When something or someone is easily understood or consistently available, it often loses its allure over time. In contrast, uncertainty creates a psychological hook that keeps people engaged. This is particularly true in romantic relationships, where emotional highs and lows can intensify feelings of attraction. By sending mixed signals, you create an environment where she's constantly guessing about your true feelings, making her more invested in the relationship. Mixed signals involve alternating between showing interest and pulling back, creating a push-pull dynamic that keeps her on her toes. For example, you might shower her with attention and affection one day, making her feel like she's the center of your world. Then, the next day, you might be a little more distant, less available, or even slightly aloof. This contrast can be incredibly powerful because it disrupts her expectations and makes her wonder what's going on in your mind. This strategy works because it taps into a fundamental aspect of human psychology, the fear of loss. When you pull back or seem less interested, it triggers a fear in her that she might be losing you. This fear can intensify her feelings of attraction because she will start to value your presence more, knowing that it's not guaranteed. She may even begin to chase after you, trying to recapture the attention and affection you previously showed. However, it's crucial to execute this tactic with finesse. If your mixed signals are too erratic or extreme, she might become frustrated or even lose interest entirely. The key is to maintain a balance, keeping her intrigued without making her feel insecure or unimportant. It's a delicate dance, but when done correctly, it can significantly deepen her emotional attachment to you. For example, if you've been texting her frequently and suddenly go a day without contacting her, it's likely she'll start to wonder why. This subtle shift can prompt her to think about you more, checking her phone to see if you've messaged, and analyzing your previous interactions for clues. When you do eventually reach out again, she'll feel a sense of relief and excitement, which reinforces the bond between you. Another way to use mixed signals is through verbal communication. Compliment her sincerely on something you genuinely appreciate about her, but later in the conversation, casually mention a quality or interest you admire in another woman. This creates a sense of competition, which can make her more eager to win your full attention. She'll want to prove that she's the one who truly deserves your admiration. Ultimately, the goal of sending mixed signals is to keep her emotionally invested in the relationship by introducing an element of uncertainty. This strategy can create a powerful emotional rollercoaster where the highs of feeling connected to you are intensified by the lows of perceived distance. By mastering this technique, you can make her desire you more deeply and passionately, ensuring that she's constantly thinking about you and craving your attention. Chapter 3 of Contrasting Qualities. As you continue to build your connection with her, another powerful technique to make her want you even more is to embody contrasting qualities. This strategy taps into the idea that people are drawn to complexity and balance in others, qualities that make you more intriguing and multidimensional in her eyes. By showing her that you possess both masculine and feminine traits or other contrasting characteristics, you become someone who is not easily categorized, which can make you more attractive and desirable. Contrasting qualities are about striking a balance between different aspects of your personality. For instance, if you are naturally a very masculine person, strong, confident, and assertive, showing moments of vulnerability, gentleness, or sensitivity can make you seem more approachable and trustworthy. On the flip side, if you're more on the sensitive or introverted side, demonstrating moments of decisiveness, courage, or assertiveness can make you appear more dynamic and well-rounded. Why is this effective? People are naturally suspicious of those who seem too perfect or one-dimensional. Extreme masculinity, for example, can sometimes come across as compensating for insecurity. But when you balance it with moments of vulnerability or tenderness, it humanizes you and makes you seem more authentic. It also signals emotional intelligence, the ability to navigate different situations with the appropriate response, which is an attractive quality in any relationship. Moreover, contrasting qualities make you less predictable and more exciting. She might initially be drawn to your strength and confidence, but when she sees your softer side, it adds depth to her perception of you. It shows that there's more to you than meets the eye, which can keep her interested and engaged. This complexity can also create a sense of security, as she'll feel that you can be both strong and caring when needed. To illustrate this, imagine you're out on a date and she's used to seeing your confident, take-charge side. Perhaps you've planned the entire evening and she admires your decisiveness. But then, during a quiet moment, you share a personal story that reveals a more vulnerable aspect of your life, maybe a challenge you overcame or a fear you faced. This contrast will likely catch her off guard in a positive way, making her feel closer to you because you've allowed her to see a side of you that not everyone gets to see. Another example could be in how you handle social situations. If you're the life of the party, always engaging and making others laugh, try showing moments of quiet introspection when you're alone with her. This shift from extroversion to introspection can make her feel special, as if she's seeing a side of you that's reserved just for her. It can also prompt her to open up more, deepening the emotional connection between you. Remember, the goal here is not to be someone you're not, but to embrace and showcase the full spectrum of who you are. By allowing her to see both your strengths and your vulnerabilities, your confidence and your humility, you create a more authentic and compelling persona that she can't easily forget. This complexity makes you more relatable, trustworthy, and ultimately, more desirable. Incorporating contrasting qualities into your interactions with her will help you stand out from other men she may encounter. It shows that you're not a one-dimensional person, but someone with depth and nuance, which can make her feel like she's discovered something rare and valuable. As she begins to appreciate the different facets of your personality, her attraction to you will grow stronger, making her want to be closer to you and more involved in your life. Chapter 4. Create a triangle of desire. Building on the foundation of mixed signals and contrasting qualities, the next powerful technique to make a woman desire you like crazy is to create a triangle of desire. This strategy leverages the psychological concept of competition, where the presence of a rival, real or perceived, can intensify feelings of attraction. By subtly introducing the idea that other women are interested in you, you can create a sense of urgency and make her feel that she needs to secure your affection before someone else does. The triangle of desire works because it taps into the natural human instinct to compete for something that others also want. When she perceives that other women find you attractive, it can trigger a sense of competition in her, making her more motivated to win your attention and affection. This strategy can make her see you as a high-value man, someone who is desired by others and therefore more desirable to her as well. To implement this tactic, you don't need to be overt or manipulative. It can be as simple as casually mentioning that you've been spending time with other female friends or that someone complimented you recently. The key is to drop these hints in a way that seems natural and unintentional, allowing her to fill in the blanks and make her own assumptions. For instance, during a conversation, you might mention that you went to a social event with a group of friends, including a few women. You don't need to elaborate or make a big deal out of it. Just the fact that you were in the company of other women can be enough to plant the idea in her mind that you're in demand. This subtle hint can make her more attentive to how she interacts with you, as she may start to feel that she needs to step up her game to keep your interest. Another way to create a triangle of desire is by subtly praising qualities in other women that she doesn't possess. For example, if she's more introverted, you might mention how much you admire someone's outgoing nature. This isn't about putting her down, but rather about creating a sense of contrast that can make her want to embody those qualities to gain your approval. She may start to wonder if she's good enough for you, which can make her work harder to win your affection. However, it's important to approach this strategy with caution. If she perceives you as being too interested in other women, it could backfire and make her lose interest. The goal is to create just enough competition to keep her on her toes without making her feel insecure or undervalued. It's a delicate balance, but when done right, it can significantly increase her desire for you. Creating a triangle of desire can also enhance the other strategies you're using. For example, when combined with mixed signals, it can make her feel like she's on an emotional roller coaster. One moment, she feels secure in your affection, and the next, she's not so sure. This uncertainty can make her more invested in the relationship as she works to keep your attention focused on her. In addition, this tactic can complement the idea of contrasting qualities. If she sees that other women are drawn to you because of your strength, confidence, or other traits, it can make her appreciate those qualities even more. She may start to view you as someone who has options and can choose from many potential partners, which can make her more determined to be the one who wins your heart. Ultimately, the triangle of desire is about creating a sense of urgency and competition that makes her feel like she needs to secure your affection before someone else does. This strategy can heighten her feelings of attraction and make her more committed to the relationship as she works to outshine any potential rivals. By subtly introducing this dynamic, you can make her desire you more deeply and passionately, ensuring that she's constantly thinking about you and wanting to be with you. Chapter 5. Be confident but not needy. confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. It signals to a woman that you are secure in who you are, know what you want, and are capable of achieving your goals. However, there's a fine line between being confident and coming across as needy. To make a woman want you like crazy, it's crucial to strike the right balance, exuding confidence without appearing desperate for her approval or attention. Confidence is magnetic because it communicates self-assurance and a strong sense of self-worth. A confident man doesn't seek validation from others. Instead, he knows his value and isn't afraid to express it. This quality is incredibly attractive to women because it suggests that you are someone who can lead, make decisions, and handle challenges with poise and determination. To project confidence, focus on being comfortable in your own skin. This means embracing who you are, your strengths, weaknesses, and everything in between. When you're genuine and authentic, it shows, and women are naturally drawn to that. Whether you're engaging in conversation, pursuing your goals, or making decisions, do so with conviction and purpose. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but rather that you should be confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. However, confidence can quickly turn into neediness if you become overly focused on gaining her approval or validation. Neediness is characterized by a constant desire for reassurance, attention, or affirmation from others. It often stems from insecurity or a lack of self-worth, and it can be a major turn-off in a romantic relationship. Women are attracted to men who are confident and self-reliant, not those who constantly seek validation from others. To avoid coming across as needy, it's important to maintain a sense of independence and self-sufficiency. This means having your own interests, hobbies, and goals that are separate from the relationship. While it's important to invest time and energy into the relationship, it's equally important to have a life outside of it. When you have your own passions and pursuits, it shows that you're a well-rounded individual who doesn't rely on the relationship for fulfillment. For example, if you're passionate about a particular hobby or interest, don't be afraid to spend time on it, even if it means occasionally putting the relationship on the back burner. This doesn't mean neglecting her, but rather demonstrating that you have a rich and fulfilling life outside of the relationship. When she sees that you're passionate about something other than her, it can make you more attractive because it shows that you're not solely focused on gaining her approval. Another key to avoiding neediness is to be comfortable with space and distance in the relationship. While it's natural to want to spend time with someone you care about, it's important not to be overly clingy or dependent on her for emotional support. Give her the space she needs to pursue her own interests and spend time with friends or family. This will show that you're confident enough in the relationship to allow for independence and that you trust her to make her own decisions. Additionally, being confident means being willing to walk away if the relationship isn't meeting your needs or if she's not reciprocating your interest. This doesn't mean being cold or unfeeling, but rather recognizing your own value and not settling for less than you deserve. When you're willing to walk away, it shows that you're confident in your ability to find someone who truly appreciates you, which can make you even more attractive in her eyes. In summary, confidence is about knowing your worth and being comfortable in your own skin, while avoiding the pitfalls of neediness. By maintaining a sense of independence, embracing your own passions, and being willing to walk away if necessary, you can project the kind of self-assuredness that makes a woman desire you like crazy. This balance between confidence and independence is key to creating a strong, healthy, and passionate relationship where she's deeply invested in you and eager to be a part of your life. Chapter 6. Create emotional connection through vulnerability. Creating a deep emotional connection is one of the most powerful ways to make a woman want you like crazy. While physical attraction is important, it's the emotional bond that truly deepens her feelings for you and makes her crave your presence. One of the most effective ways to build this bond is through vulnerability, showing her that you're not just a strong and confident man, but also someone who is capable of opening up and sharing his true self. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as a sign of weakness, but in reality, it's a powerful tool for building intimacy and trust. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable with a woman, you're showing her that you trust her enough to share your deepest thoughts, fears, and emotions. This level of openness can create a strong emotional connection, as it allows her to see the real you beyond the confident exterior. To create this connection, it's important to be genuine and authentic in your interactions with her. Share your experiences, both good and bad, and don't be afraid to talk about your struggles or challenges. This doesn't mean you should unload all your problems on her, but rather that you should let her see that you're human and that you have your own fears and insecurities. When you're willing to be vulnerable, it invites her to do the same, creating a space where both of you can connect on a deeper level. For example, if you've experienced a difficult situation in your past, such as a loss, a failure, or a personal challenge, don't be afraid to talk about how it affected you and what you learned from it. By sharing your experiences, you're showing her that you're not afraid to be open and honest, even when it's uncomfortable. This kind of transparency can make her feel closer to you and more invested in the relationship, as she sees that you trust her with your most personal thoughts and feelings. However, it's important to strike a balance when it comes to vulnerability. While it's crucial to be open and honest, you don't want to come across as overly emotional or needy. The key is to share your emotions in a way that's authentic and meaningful, without making her feel like she needs to take on the role of your therapist or caretaker. Vulnerability should be about creating a mutual connection, not about seeking constant reassurance or validation from her. Another way to build emotional connection through vulnerability is by showing empathy and understanding. When she opens up to you about her own feelings or experiences, listen attentively and offer your support. This means being fully present in the moment, without distractions, and genuinely caring about what she's sharing. By validating her feelings and showing that you care, you're strengthening the emotional bond between you and making her feel safe and understood. For instance, if she's going through a tough time, don't just offer superficial advice or try to fix the problem. Instead, acknowledge her emotions and let her know that you're there for her no matter what. Sometimes, simply being a good listener and providing a shoulder to lean on is all she needs to feel more connected to you. When she sees that you're willing to be there for her during difficult times, it deepens her trust and makes her feel more secure in the relationship. Being vulnerable also involves expressing your feelings towards her in a clear and honest way. If you care about her, don't be afraid to let her know. Expressing your emotions openly can make her feel valued and appreciated, which can strengthen the bond between you. However, it's important to be genuine in your expressions of affection. Don't just say what you think she wants to hear. Authenticity is key when it comes to building a deep emotional connection. In conclusion, vulnerability is a powerful way to create an emotional connection that goes beyond physical attraction. By being open, honest, and empathetic, you can build a strong bond that makes her feel deeply connected to you. This emotional connection will make her want you like crazy, as she sees that you're not just a confident and strong man, but also someone who is capable of sharing his true self and building a meaningful relationship. Chapter 7. Be unpredictable, but in a good way. One of the keys to keeping a woman deeply interested in you is to be unpredictable in a way that keeps her excited and intrigued. Predictability can often lead to boredom in a relationship, but by adding a sense of spontaneity and mystery, you can make her feel a constant sense of excitement and anticipation. However, it's important to strike a balance. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being unreliable or inconsistent. It's about keeping things fresh and interesting, so she's always curious about what you'll do next. Being unpredictable can take many forms, from surprising her with thoughtful gestures to planning spontaneous dates or activities that you know she'll enjoy. The goal is to keep her on her toes and show her that you're not afraid to break the routine and try new things. When you introduce a sense of spontaneity into the relationship, it can make her feel more alive and engaged, as she never knows what to expect next. For example, instead of sticking to the usual dinner and movie dates, surprise her with something completely different, a weekend getaway, a cooking class, or an adventure activity that you've both never tried before. The key is to mix things up and keep the relationship dynamic and exciting. When you introduce new experiences into the relationship, it creates a sense of novelty and adventure, which can make her feel more connected to you. Another way to be unpredictable is to keep her guessing in a playful and fun way. This doesn't mean playing mind games, but rather adding an element of surprise to your interactions. For instance, if you usually text her at a certain time every day, switch things up by sending a sweet or funny message at an unexpected time. Or, if you've been planning a date night, add a little mystery by not revealing all the details until the last minute. These small surprises can keep her engaged and make the relationship feel more vibrant and alive. However, it's important to be mindful of how you're being unpredictable. The goal is to keep things interesting, not to create uncertainty or anxiety in the relationship. Being unpredictable in a good way means being spontaneous and adventurous, while still being dependable and trustworthy. You want her to feel excited and intrigued, not confused or unsure about where she stands with you. To balance unpredictability with reliability, make sure that your actions are always rooted in care and consideration for her feelings. For example, while it's great to surprise her with spontaneous plans, it's also important to ensure that these plans align with her interests and preferences. You want to keep her excited, but you also want her to feel valued and understood. When she sees that your unpredictability comes from a place of wanting to make her happy, it deepens her feelings for you and makes her appreciate your efforts even more. Another aspect of being unpredictable is showing her different sides of your personality. If you've always been the funny and laid-back guy, surprise her by showing a more serious and thoughtful side. Or, if you're usually reserved, let her see your playful and adventurous side. By revealing different facets of who you are, you keep her intrigued and make the relationship feel more dynamic. This kind of unpredictability can make her feel like there's always something new to discover about you, which keeps her engaged and excited to be with you. For example, if you've always been the one to take the lead in the relationship, switch things up by letting her take charge for a change. This can be as simple as letting her choose the activity for your next date or asking her opinion on something important. By showing that you're comfortable with different dynamics in the relationship, you make her feel more involved and valued. This kind of unpredictability can make her feel more connected to you, as she sees that you're open to new experiences and willing to adapt. In conclusion, being unpredictable in a good way is about keeping the relationship fresh and exciting while still being reliable and considerate. By introducing a sense of spontaneity and mystery, you can keep her engaged and make her feel more connected to you. This unpredictability, when balanced with care and thoughtfulness, can make her want you like crazy, as she's constantly intrigued and excited to see what you'll do next. Chapter 8. Master the Art of Subtle Teasing and Flirting. The final chapter in making a woman want you like crazy involves mastering the art of subtle teasing and flirting. Teasing, when done right, is a powerful way to create tension, build attraction, and keep her intrigued. It's a playful way of showing confidence and charm, and it signals that you're comfortable with yourself and with her. However, there's a fine line between playful teasing that builds attraction and crossing a boundary that could make her feel disrespected or uncomfortable. Subtle teasing involves a mix of humor, light-heartedness, and a bit of challenge. It's about playfully pushing her buttons in a way that makes her laugh and keeps the interaction dynamic. This type of teasing shows that you're not putting her on a pedestal, but rather treating her as an equal with whom you can banter and have fun. The key is to be aware of her reactions and make sure she's enjoying the back and forth. If she's smiling, laughing, or playfully teasing you back, you're on the right track. For example, if she mentions something she's passionate about, you might lightly poke fun at it in a way that's clearly not meant to offend. If she's a die-hard fan of a particular TV show, you could say something like, "Really? I never would have pegged you as a fan of that. I guess I'll have to reconsider my opinion of you." The tone here is crucial. It's light, fun, and not meant to undermine her interests, but rather to create a playful interaction that keeps things interesting. Flirting, on the other hand, is about creating a sense of attraction and desire. It's the subtle cues and signals that let her know you're interested in her without being overly forward or aggressive. Flirting can be as simple as making prolonged eye contact, giving her a compliment with a twist, or lightly touching her arm during a conversation. The goal is to create a sense of intimacy and connection without making her feel uncomfortable or pressured. One effective way to flirt is through the use of playful banter. Banter is a form of conversation that's light-hearted and witty, and it can be a powerful way to build attraction. It's about keeping the conversation flowing, being quick on your feet, and not taking yourself too seriously. When you engage in playful banter, you create a sense of excitement and energy in the interaction, which can make her feel more attracted to you. For example, if she teases you about something, you could respond with something equally playful, like, "Oh, so you're the funny one now? I guess I'll have to step up my game." This kind of response shows that you're confident, not easily flustered, and willing to engage in the playful dynamic. It also creates a sense of challenge, which can make the interaction more exciting for both of you. However, it's important to balance teasing and flirting with genuine moments of connection. While playful banter is great for building attraction, it's also important to show her that you're capable of deeper, more meaningful conversations. Make sure to mix in moments where you're genuinely interested in what she has to say, asking her thoughtful questions and listening attentively. This combination of playful teasing and genuine connection creates a well-rounded dynamic that keeps her intrigued and interested. Another important aspect of subtle teasing and flirting is timing. Knowing when to tease and when to be serious is key to making this approach effective. If the moment calls for a serious or emotional conversation, it's important to be present and engaged, without trying to lighten the mood with teasing. On the other hand, if the situation is light and fun, don't be afraid to inject some playful teasing to keep the energy high. Being able to read the situation and respond accordingly is a skill that will make your interactions more dynamic and appealing. In conclusion, mastering the art of subtle teasing and flirting is a powerful way to create attraction and make a woman want you like crazy. By being playful, confident, and aware of her responses, you can build a dynamic interaction that keeps her intrigued and interested. When balanced with genuine moments of connection, this approach can deepen her feelings for you and make her want to be around you more and more. By now, you've learned 8 powerful strategies to make a woman change 180 degrees and want you like crazy. Each chapter has provided you with deep insights into the psychology of attraction and practical techniques to apply in your interactions. These methods are not about manipulation or games. They're about understanding human nature and creating genuine connections that make a woman feel drawn to you on a deep, emotional level. Remember, the key to making these strategies work is authenticity. Women are highly attuned to insincerity, so it's crucial that your actions come from a place of genuine interest and care. When you approach these techniques with the right mindset, you'll be able to create a powerful connection that goes beyond superficial attraction. Whether it's choosing the right woman, establishing your presence, or building emotional connection through vulnerability, each step is designed to bring you closer to the kind of relationship you desire. It's about being mindful of her needs, being confident in yourself, and understanding the dynamics of attraction. As you apply these strategies, keep in mind that every woman is unique. What works for one may not work for another, so it's important to be adaptable and sensitive to her responses. The goal is to build a relationship based on mutual respect, understanding, and deep emotional connection. Now that you've equipped yourself with these powerful insights, it's time to put them into practice. Start by identifying the areas where you can improve your interactions and take small steps to implement these strategies. With patience and persistence, you'll begin to see the transformation in your relationships, and before long, you'll find that she's drawn to you like never before. And don't forget, if you found this episode helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences below. Your feedback and stories help create a community where we can all learn and grow together. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes filled with insights and strategies to help you master the art of relationships and attraction. Throughout the ages, the Stoics were renowned for their profound understanding of human nature, delving deep into the psychology that governs our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Among their many insights, the Stoics dedicated significant attention to understanding the complex and fascinating psychology of women. Their wisdom teaches us that by unraveling these intricacies, we can better appreciate the dynamics of human behavior, especially in the context of relationships. In today's episode, we're going to explore 7 mind-blowing psychological facts about women's behavior that will truly shock you. These insights are not just interesting tidbits, they offer a deeper understanding of how women think, feel, and act in different scenarios. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships, enhance your connection with the women in your life, or simply broaden your knowledge, these facts will give you a new perspective. Before we dive in, make sure to watch this video until the end so you don't miss any of these fascinating revelations. And if you find these insights valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The complex structure of the clitoris. One of the most fascinating and often misunderstood aspects of female anatomy is the clitoris, a small yet extraordinarily complex structure that plays a central role in sexual pleasure. While many people are aware of its existence, the depth of its complexity and the extent of its significance are not widely recognized. The clitoris is far more than just a tiny external organ. It is a vast and intricate network of nerves and tissues that extends deep into the female body, making it one of the most important centers for sexual sensation and arousal. Contrary to popular belief, the visible part of the clitoris is merely the tip of the iceberg. The clitoris is composed of a much larger structure that includes internal components extending several inches inside the body. These internal parts, including the crura, which are long, wing-like structures that extend along the vaginal walls, and the bulbs of the vestibule, are highly sensitive and contribute to sexual pleasure in ways that are still being explored by science. This intricate anatomy is a primary reason why clitoral stimulation is so crucial for many women to achieve orgasm, as it engages not just the external portion, but the entire clitoral network. The clitoris is endowed with approximately 8,000 nerve endings, more than double the number found in the glands of the penis. This extraordinary concentration of nerve endings makes the clitoris the most sensitive part of the female body, capable of producing intense and varied sensations. However, this sensitivity also means that clitoral stimulation requires a delicate and thoughtful approach. What might be pleasurable for one woman could be uncomfortable or even painful for another, highlighting the importance of personalized and mindful sexual interactions. In relationships, the significance of the clitoris is often underestimated. Many men, especially those who have not been properly educated about female anatomy, may focus primarily on vaginal intercourse, mistakenly believing that it is the primary source of sexual satisfaction for women. However, studies consistently show that a significant percentage of women do not reach orgasm through intercourse alone. This is largely because vaginal intercourse does not adequately stimulate the clitoral network, which is essential for most women to experience orgasm. By incorporating clitoral stimulation into sexual encounters, men can dramatically enhance their partner's sexual experience, leading to greater satisfaction, deeper emotional connections, and a more fulfilling relationship overall. The intricate nature of the clitoris also means that every woman's preferences can vary widely. Some women may prefer gentle, rhythmic stimulation that builds gradually, while others may enjoy more direct, intense contact. The key to a successful and satisfying sexual relationship is open communication and mutual exploration. Partners should feel comfortable discussing their desires and preferences, experimenting with different techniques, and learning together what brings the most pleasure. Understanding the clitoris is not just about improving sexual encounters, it's about recognizing and respecting the unique aspects of female pleasure and the complexity of the female body. By acknowledging these differences and approaching them with sensitivity and care, men can foster stronger, more intimate connections with the women in their lives. This deeper understanding can transform the sexual experience from a mere physical act into a profound expression of love and connection, enriching both partners and strengthening their bond. The clitoris, in all its complexity, is a testament to the intricate design of the female body and the profound potential for pleasure that lies within. It invites us to move beyond simplistic notions of sexuality and to embrace a more holistic and respectful approach to intimacy, one that honors the full range of human experience and the deep emotional and physical connections that define our relationships. Chapter 2: Sexuality and Aging. As women age, their sexuality does not diminish, but instead evolves in complex and often surprising ways. Contrary to the pervasive myth that aging leads to a decline in sexual desire and satisfaction, many women find that their sexual experiences become richer and more fulfilling as they grow older. This evolution in sexuality is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the human body and mind, and it reveals much about the enduring nature of desire. One of the most shocking facts about sexuality and aging is that older women often report higher levels of sexual satisfaction than they did in their younger years. This increased satisfaction is partly due to accumulated sexual experience and a deeper understanding of their own bodies. As women age, they become more attuned to their desires and more confident in expressing their needs. This self-assuredness can lead to more fulfilling sexual encounters, as they are less likely to settle for unsatisfying experiences and more likely to seek out what truly brings them pleasure. Moreover, the aging process can bring about changes in the body that enhance sexual pleasure. For example, as estrogen levels decrease during menopause, the body compensates by increasing blood flow to the genitals, which can heighten sensitivity and arousal. This physiological change can make sexual experiences more intense and pleasurable, challenging the stereotype that aging leads to a decline in sexual function. Another surprising aspect of sexuality in older women is their openness to exploring new sexual experiences. Research has shown that women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond are often more willing to try new things in the bedroom than younger women. This willingness to explore can lead to a revitalization of sexual relationships as couples discover new ways to connect and enjoy each other. The freedom from societal pressures and the confidence that comes with age allow older women to fully embrace their sexuality, leading to a more adventurous and satisfying sex life. However, despite these positive aspects, there are still many misconceptions about aging and sexuality. One common myth is that older women no longer experience sexual desire, which is far from the truth. While hormonal changes can affect libido, many women remain sexually active and fulfilled well into their later years. In fact, studies have found that women in their 70s and 80s often continue to have satisfying sexual relationships, challenging the notion that sexual activity is solely the domain of the young. Understanding the realities of sexuality and aging is crucial for breaking down the stigmas and misconceptions that surround this topic. By recognizing that sexual desire and fulfillment do not fade with age, we can create a more inclusive and supportive environment for older women to express their sexuality. This awareness also encourages younger women to embrace their sexuality at every stage of life, knowing that it is a lifelong journey of discovery and growth. In conclusion, the relationship between aging and sexuality is complex and multifaceted, with many surprising and often overlooked aspects. Older women's sexuality is not defined by decline but by evolution, an evolution that can lead to deeper satisfaction, greater confidence, and a more profound connection with their partners. By understanding and appreciating these changes, we can better support women in their pursuit of sexual fulfillment at every stage of life. Chapter 3: Understanding Female Orgasm. The female orgasm is one of the most misunderstood and underexplored aspects of human sexuality. While it is often portrayed in the media as a straightforward and easily achievable goal, the reality is much more complex. In fact, statistics reveal that a significant percentage of women do not consistently achieve orgasm during vaginal intercourse, highlighting the importance of understanding the unique aspects of female sexual pleasure. One of the most shocking facts about the female orgasm is that it typically takes much longer for women to reach climax compared to men. On average, women require about 20 minutes of continuous stimulation to achieve orgasm, whereas men can often reach climax in just a few minutes. This disparity underscores the need for patience and attentiveness during sexual encounters, as rushing the experience can leave women unsatisfied and frustrated. Another surprising aspect of the female orgasm is the importance of clitoral stimulation. While vaginal intercourse can be pleasurable, it often does not provide the necessary stimulation to the clitoris, which is essential for most women to reach orgasm. This is why many women report that they are more likely to orgasm during oral sex or manual stimulation, where the clitoris is the focus of attention. Despite this, many men remain unaware of the clitoris's role in female sexual pleasure, leading to a disconnect in sexual satisfaction. The complexity of the female orgasm also extends to its psychological components. Unlike men, whose orgasms are primarily driven by physical stimulation, women's orgasms are often deeply connected to their emotional state. Factors such as stress, anxiety, and relationship dynamics can all influence a woman's ability to orgasm. This means that creating a supportive and loving environment is just as important as the physical aspects of sex. When women feel emotionally connected to their partners, they are more likely to experience intense and satisfying orgasms. Furthermore, the female orgasm is not a one-size-fits-all experience. Some women are capable of experiencing multiple orgasms in a single sexual encounter, while others may require longer breaks between orgasms. There is also a wide range of orgasmic experiences, from intense, full-body sensations to more subtle, localized pleasure. Understanding and embracing this diversity is key to creating a fulfilling sexual relationship. Despite the importance of the female orgasm, it is often overlooked or misunderstood in sexual education and media. This lack of understanding can lead to dissatisfaction and frustration in relationships, as women may feel pressured to fake orgasms or remain silent about their needs. To counter this, open communication and mutual exploration are essential. Partners should feel comfortable discussing their desires and experimenting with different techniques to discover what brings the most pleasure. In summary, the female orgasm is a complex and multifaceted experience that requires a deep understanding of both physical and psychological factors. By taking the time to learn about the intricacies of female sexual pleasure, men can become more attentive and supportive partners, leading to a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual relationship. Recognizing the unique aspects of the female orgasm also empowers women to embrace their sexuality and advocate for their needs, ensuring that they experience the full range of pleasure that their bodies are capable of. Chapter 4: Masturbation and Sexual Regret in Older Adults. Masturbation is a natural and common practice across all age groups, but it carries different connotations and consequences as people age. For older adults, masturbation is not only a means of sexual satisfaction, but also a complex topic tied to feelings of regret, shame, and unfulfilled desires. These emotions are often rooted in societal attitudes toward aging and sexuality, which can create a sense of taboo around the subject. One of the most shocking facts about masturbation in older adults is the prevalence of sexual regret. Studies have shown that many older adults, particularly those who were raised in conservative or religious environments, experience feelings of guilt or shame after masturbating. These emotions are often linked to long-held beliefs that masturbation is morally wrong or a sign of sexual inadequacy. However, these beliefs are largely unfounded, as masturbation is a healthy and normal part of sexual expression at any age. Despite the stigma, masturbation can have numerous benefits for older adults. It allows them to maintain sexual function, explore their desires, and experience pleasure without the need for a partner. For many older women, masturbation is a way to reconnect with their bodies and rediscover their sexual identities after years of focusing on the needs of others. It can also serve as a form of self-care, providing a sense of relaxation and emotional release. However, the feelings of regret and shame that some older adults experience can be deeply damaging to their self-esteem and overall well-being. These emotions can lead to a cycle of avoidance, where individuals shy away from sexual activity altogether, fearing the negative feelings that may follow. This avoidance can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and isolation, particularly for those who are no longer in romantic relationships. To overcome these negative emotions, it is essential to challenge the societal norms and beliefs that contribute to sexual shame. Open and honest discussions about sexuality, particularly in older adults, can help to break down the barriers of stigma and allow individuals to embrace their sexual identities without fear of judgment. It is also important for older adults to seek out information and support from healthcare providers who can offer guidance on sexual health and well-being. In relationships, masturbation can also play a positive role by complementing partnered sexual activity. Couples who openly discuss and share their experiences with masturbation often find that it enhances their sexual connection and leads to greater intimacy. By viewing masturbation as a normal and healthy part of their sexual lives, older adults can reduce feelings of regret and instead focus on the positive aspects of their sexuality. In conclusion, masturbation in older adults is a topic that is often shrouded in secrecy and shame, but it is an important aspect of sexual health and well-being. By addressing the feelings of regret and challenging the societal norms that contribute to sexual shame, older adults can embrace their sexuality with confidence and joy. Masturbation is not something to be ashamed of, but rather a natural and beneficial practice that can enhance sexual satisfaction and emotional well-being at any age. Chapter 5: The Clitoris and Aging, Myths versus Reality. As women age, their bodies undergo various changes, and these changes can significantly impact sexual function and pleasure. One of the most misunderstood aspects of female sexuality is how aging affects the clitoris and overall sexual satisfaction. Many myths and misconceptions surround this topic, leading to unnecessary fears and anxieties. Understanding the truth about the clitoris and aging is crucial for maintaining a healthy and fulfilling sex life throughout a woman's life. One of the most prevalent myths is that the clitoris loses sensitivity as women age. This misconception suggests that older women experience less sexual pleasure because their clitoris becomes less responsive over time. However, research has shown that the clitoris remains highly sensitive and capable of providing intense pleasure well into a woman's later years. While some changes in sensation might occur, these are often related to other factors such as hormonal shifts, health conditions, or changes in sexual activity, rather than an inherent decline in clitoral sensitivity. Another common myth is that older women are less interested in sex due to a decrease in libido. This belief is often tied to the assumption that sexual desire naturally diminishes with age, particularly after menopause. While it is true that hormonal changes can influence libido, many women report maintaining a strong interest in sex well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. In fact, some women experience a renewed sense of sexual freedom and confidence as they age, free from the concerns of pregnancy and societal pressures. The idea that aging inevitably leads to a decline in sexual interest is a simplistic and inaccurate portrayal of female sexuality. The resilience of the clitoris is another surprising fact that contradicts common myths. Unlike other parts of the body that may weaken or deteriorate over time, the clitoris is built to last. It is composed of erectile tissue that remains responsive to stimulation throughout a woman's life. This resilience means that older women can continue to experience sexual pleasure, often with the same intensity as in their younger years. However, maintaining sexual activity is key to preserving this function. Just as with any other part of the body, use it or lose it applies to sexual health, meaning that regular sexual activity can help keep the clitoris and other sexual organs functioning optimally. One of the more shocking truths about aging and sexual pleasure is how deeply societal attitudes impact women's perceptions of their sexuality. The pervasive myth that older women are not sexual beings can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy, where women internalize these beliefs and feel less confident or less entitled to sexual pleasure. This societal stigma can discourage older women from seeking out sexual experiences or discussing their sexual needs with their partners. In reality, embracing sexuality at any age is vital for maintaining a sense of self-worth and emotional well-being. Another myth is the idea that vaginal dryness, a common symptom of menopause, is a barrier to sexual satisfaction for older women. While it is true that hormonal changes can lead to decreased natural lubrication, this issue can often be easily addressed with the use of lubricants or hormonal treatments. Vaginal dryness does not mean that sexual pleasure is out of reach, it simply requires a bit of adjustment and communication with a partner. Addressing this issue openly can help older women continue to enjoy a fulfilling sex life without discomfort. Finally, the myth that the clitoris stops growing or developing after a certain age is incorrect. The clitoris continues to undergo subtle changes throughout a woman's life, with some research suggesting that it may even increase in size as women age. This growth is not typically noticeable, but it underscores the dynamic nature of female sexual anatomy. Understanding that the clitoris evolves over time can help women feel more connected to their bodies and more empowered to explore their sexuality at any age. In conclusion, the myths surrounding the clitoris and aging are numerous, but the reality is far more empowering. The clitoris remains a vital and responsive part of female sexual anatomy throughout a woman's life, capable of providing intense pleasure and contributing to overall sexual satisfaction. By debunking these myths, women can feel more confident in their sexual experiences and continue to enjoy a fulfilling and vibrant sex life, regardless of age. Chapter 6: The Psychological Impact of Sexual Satisfaction. Sexual satisfaction is not just a physical experience, it has profound psychological implications that can affect a woman's overall well-being. The relationship between sexual satisfaction and mental health is intricate, with a positive sexual experience contributing to greater emotional stability, self-esteem, and relationship satisfaction. Conversely, sexual dissatisfaction can lead to a range of psychological issues, including anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. One of the most shocking facts about sexual satisfaction is how deeply it influences a woman's mental health. Studies have shown that women who regularly experience satisfying sexual encounters report lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. This correlation is largely due to the release of endorphins and oxytocin during orgasm, which act as natural mood enhancers. These chemicals not only provide a temporary boost in happiness, but also promote a long-term sense of well-being and emotional resilience. On the other hand, a lack of sexual satisfaction can have the opposite effect. Women who struggle to achieve orgasm or who feel unfulfilled in their sexual relationships may experience feelings of inadequacy and frustration. These emotions can lead to a negative self-image, which in turn can exacerbate mental health issues. Over time, the cycle of dissatisfaction and emotional distress can become deeply ingrained, affecting every aspect of a woman's life, from her work to her personal relationships. The psychological impact of sexual satisfaction also extends to relationships. Couples who enjoy a fulfilling sex life often report higher levels of intimacy and emotional connection. This bond is reinforced by the mutual pleasure they experience, which fosters trust, communication, and a deeper understanding of each other's needs. In contrast, couples who are sexually dissatisfied may struggle with feelings of disconnect and resentment, which can erode the foundation of their relationship over time. Another surprising aspect of sexual satisfaction is its role in shaping a woman's identity. For many women, a fulfilling sex life is closely tied to their sense of femininity and self-worth. When women feel desired and satisfied, they are more likely to embrace their sexual identity and feel confident in their interactions with others. This confidence can extend beyond the bedroom, influencing how they perceive themselves in their professional and social lives. However, the pressure to achieve sexual satisfaction can also have a negative psychological impact. In a society that often emphasizes sexual performance and gratification, women may feel pressure to conform to certain standards or to prioritize their partner's pleasure over their own. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and guilt, particularly if they are unable to meet these expectations. It is important for women to recognize that sexual satisfaction is a personal and individual experience, and that it is okay to prioritize their own needs and desires. In conclusion, the psychological impact of sexual satisfaction is far-reaching, influencing everything from mental health to relationship dynamics. By understanding the connection between sexual pleasure and emotional well-being, women can take steps to ensure that their sexual experiences are fulfilling and positive. This may involve open communication with their partner, exploring new ways to enhance their sexual satisfaction, or seeking professional help if needed. Ultimately, recognizing and prioritizing sexual satisfaction is an important aspect of maintaining overall psychological health and well-being. Chapter 7: Myths and Misconceptions about Female Sexuality. Female sexuality is surrounded by a myriad of myths and misconceptions that have persisted for centuries. These false beliefs not only misrepresent the true nature of female sexual desire and pleasure, but also contribute to a culture of misunderstanding and stigmatization. Challenging these myths is essential for creating a more informed and respectful discourse around female sexuality, and for empowering women to embrace their sexual identities without fear or shame. One of the most pervasive myths about female sexuality is the belief that women are less sexual than men. This stereotype is rooted in outdated gender roles that portray women as passive or uninterested in sex, while men are seen as the more sexually driven gender. However, research has consistently shown that women's sexual desire is just as strong and complex as men's. In fact, studies have found that women experience sexual arousal in response to a wider range of stimuli than men, indicating a highly nuanced and multifaceted sexual appetite. Another shocking myth is the idea that women reach their sexual peak in their 30s or 40s, after which their desire supposedly declines. While it is true that many women report increased sexual confidence and satisfaction during these years, there is no evidence to suggest that sexual desire inevitably wanes with age. On the contrary, many women continue to enjoy a fulfilling sex life well into their later years. The notion of a sexual peak is a simplistic view that fails to account for the diverse and evolving nature of female sexuality. The misconception that vaginal intercourse is the primary or only way for women to experience sexual pleasure is another damaging myth. As previously discussed, the clitoris plays a central role in female orgasm, yet many sexual encounters focus solely on penetration. This narrow view of sexual pleasure can leave many women feeling unsatisfied and frustrated as their needs are not being fully met. Understanding that sexual pleasure is not limited to intercourse is key to fostering a more inclusive and satisfying sexual experience for women. Another common myth is the belief that women who enjoy sex are somehow less moral or less respectable than those who do not. This double standard has its roots in patriarchal societies that sought to control women's sexuality by promoting the idea that sexual desire in women was unnatural or shameful. Today, this myth continues to influence societal attitudes, leading to the stigmatization of women who are open about their sexual desires. Challenging this belief is crucial for creating a culture where women can express their sexuality freely and without judgment. The misconception that women do not enjoy casual sex as much as men is another myth that has been widely debunked by research. While societal norms and expectations may influence women's willingness to engage in casual sex, studies have shown that women are just as capable of enjoying it as men, provided that the encounter is consensual and respectful. The idea that women are inherently more emotionally attached or less interested in casual sex is a stereotype that fails to recognize the diversity of women's sexual experiences. Finally, the myth that women's sexual pleasure is solely their partner's responsibility is a damaging misconception that can lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration in relationships. While it is important for partners to be attentive and supportive, women must also take ownership of their own sexual pleasure. This means understanding their bodies, communicating their desires, and exploring what brings them pleasure. By taking an active role in their sexual experiences, women can ensure that their needs are met and that they are fully satisfied. In conclusion, the myths and misconceptions surrounding female sexuality are numerous and deeply ingrained in our culture. Challenging these false beliefs is essential for creating a more accurate and respectful understanding of women's sexual desires and needs. By dispelling these myths, we can empower women to embrace their sexuality with confidence and pride, and to seek out the sexual experiences that bring them the most pleasure and satisfaction. As we've explored in this episode, female sexuality is far more complex and resilient than many of the myths and misconceptions suggest. From the intricate structure of the clitoris to the realities of aging and sexual pleasure, understanding the true nature of women's sexual health can be both enlightening and empowering. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-awareness and knowledge as a path to a fulfilling life. By applying this wisdom to the realm of female sexuality, we can see how vital it is to dispel false beliefs and embrace the realities of our bodies. The more we know, the better equipped we are to cultivate healthy, satisfying relationships that honor both partners' needs and desires. Remember, the key to unlocking sexual pleasure lies in communication, understanding, and a willingness to explore without judgment. Whether you're in a long-term relationship or navigating new experiences, these insights can help you approach your sexual health with confidence and curiosity. If you found these facts as eye-opening as we did, be sure to watch our video to the end, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your story might just be the one that resonates with someone else and helps them on their journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the complexities that make us human. Throughout their long and meaningful lives, the Stoics mastered the art of understanding human nature, particularly in the realm of relationships and personal interactions. These ancient philosophers, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, understood the deep psychological mechanisms that drive human behavior. They recognized that true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. This philosophy can be particularly effective in situations where someone is ignoring you, whether in a personal or professional setting. In this episode, we'll dive into some crazy Stoic methods that can turn the tables on those who overlook or ignore you, making them crave your attention instead. These techniques are rooted in timeless wisdom and have been applied successfully for centuries. So, if you've ever felt undervalued or overlooked, stay tuned. Make sure to watch this video until the end to fully grasp each method, and if you find these tips valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences below. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Transforming Perception Through Stoicism. One of the most profound and practical applications of Stoicism is its ability to transform how others perceive you, especially when faced with the challenge of being ignored. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the notion that we cannot control external events or the behavior of others. However, we can control our own reactions, thoughts, and emotions. This fundamental principle empowers you to reshape your self-image and, consequently, the way others view you by focusing on wisdom, self-confidence, and emotional mastery. Imagine a situation where someone, perhaps a colleague, friend, or romantic interest, begins to distance themselves or outright ignore you. The natural human reaction is often one of frustration, confusion, or even desperation. You might be tempted to chase after their attention, trying to prove your worth or wondering what went wrong. However, the Stoic approach turns this dynamic on its head. Rather than seeking external validation or becoming emotionally reactive, Stoicism teaches you to withdraw from the need for external approval and instead cultivate an inner state of calm and self-assurance. To transform how others perceive you, you must first transform how you perceive yourself. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of self-reflection and understanding one's own worth. This involves recognizing that your value does not diminish simply because someone else fails to acknowledge it. Your worth is inherent and is derived from your character, your wisdom, and your integrity, not from the fleeting opinions of others. By internalizing this belief, you begin to project an aura of quiet confidence that can be incredibly compelling. This transformation in perception is not just a mental exercise, but a behavioral shift. When you embrace Stoic principles, you learn to respond to situations with measured, thoughtful actions rather than impulsive reactions. For example, instead of sending multiple texts or seeking reassurance, you might choose to give the other person space while you focus on your own growth. This could mean immersing yourself in activities that enhance your knowledge, skills, or physical well-being. The goal is to create a life that is rich and fulfilling on its own, independent of anyone else's attention or approval. As you cultivate this inner strength, others will start to notice the change. The person who once ignored you may begin to wonder why you are no longer seeking their validation. This curiosity often leads them to reevaluate their perception of you. Suddenly, you are no longer the person who seemed needy or desperate for their attention. Instead, you are someone who is confident, composed, and perhaps a bit mysterious. This shift can create a magnetic effect where they are drawn to you out of intrigue and respect. This process is especially powerful in romantic contexts, particularly with women. Women are often drawn to men who exude self-confidence and who are comfortable in their own skin. A man who is not easily swayed by the whims of others, who remains steadfast and calm in the face of indifference, embodies the Stoic ideal. He becomes someone who is not only respected but also desired because his sense of worth is self-generated and not dependent on external affirmation. The transformation in perception through Stoicism also fosters a deeper level of connection. When you no longer chase after someone's approval, you open the door for more authentic interactions. The other person may begin to see you as someone who is emotionally mature and secure, a person who doesn't need constant attention to feel validated. This can lead to a shift in the relationship dynamic, where they start to value your presence more, recognizing that it is a privilege, not a given. Furthermore, the practice of Stoicism encourages patience and the long view of relationships. Instead of seeking immediate gratification or quick fixes to mend an ignored connection, Stoicism teaches you to embrace the natural flow of life, understanding that some relationships may ebb and flow. By maintaining your composure and self-respect during times of distance, you demonstrate emotional resilience, which can be deeply attractive to others. It shows that you are someone who can weather the storms of life without losing your equilibrium. Over time, this Stoic approach can lead to a profound transformation not only in how others perceive you, but also in how you perceive yourself. You begin to see that your self-worth is not tied to the opinions or actions of others, but is rooted in your own values, virtues, and inner strength. This realization is liberating, as it frees you from the emotional rollercoaster that comes with seeking external validation. Instead, you become the master of your own destiny, guided by wisdom and a calm confidence that is unshakable. In conclusion, transforming perception through Stoicism is about mastering your own mind and emotions, which in turn alters how others see you. It is about stepping away from the need for external validation and cultivating an inner life that is rich, fulfilling, and self-sufficient. By embracing Stoic principles, you become someone who is intriguing and magnetic, a person others cannot help but be drawn to. Whether in friendships, professional relationships, or romantic endeavors, this shift in perception can make those who once ignored you now crave your attention, drawn by the quiet strength and confidence you now embody. Chapter 2: The Importance of Self-Esteem. Self-esteem is the bedrock of personal growth and emotional stability. In the philosophy of Stoicism, self-esteem is not just about feeling good about oneself, but is deeply tied to the understanding of one's true worth and value. The Stoics believed that by recognizing and nurturing your inner virtues, you develop a strong sense of self that is immune to external fluctuations in how others treat you. This is particularly relevant when dealing with situations where someone is ignoring you. When someone overlooks or dismisses you, it's easy to fall into the trap of questioning your worth. You might wonder if you did something wrong or if you're somehow inadequate. However, the Stoic approach teaches that your self-esteem should not be contingent on external factors or the opinions of others. Instead, it should be grounded in your own understanding of who you are, your values, and the principles you live by. Building a strong foundation of self-esteem begins with self-reflection. The Stoics practiced daily reflection, where they would assess their actions, thoughts, and emotions. This practice helps you to identify areas where you may be overly reliant on others for validation and encourages you to shift your focus inward. By doing so, you cultivate a sense of self that is independent of external approval, making you less vulnerable to the actions of others. Another key aspect of Stoic self-esteem is the concept of amor fati, or the love of fate. This principle encourages you to embrace everything that happens in life, good or bad, as necessary and valuable. When someone ignores you, instead of seeing it as a personal failure or a reflection of your worth, amor fati teaches you to accept it as part of the larger tapestry of your life. This acceptance frees you from the need to constantly seek validation from others and allows you to maintain your self-esteem regardless of how others behave. When you have a strong sense of self-esteem, you naturally exude confidence. This confidence is not the loud, boastful kind, but a quiet, unshakable belief in your own worth. It is this kind of confidence that others find intriguing and attractive. When you are secure in who you are less likely to be affected by the actions of those who ignore you. Instead, you maintain your composure and continue to live according to your values, which often leads to a shift in how others perceive you. In relationships, especially romantic ones, self-esteem plays a crucial role. Women, in particular, are often drawn to men who are confident and self-assured. A man who knows his worth and does not rely on others for validation is seen as strong and independent. This kind of man does not need to chase after someone who ignores him because he understands that his value is not diminished by their lack of attention. Instead, he remains calm and composed, which can make him even more attractive in the eyes of others. Furthermore, a strong self-esteem allows you to set healthy boundaries in relationships. When you respect yourself, you are less likely to tolerate behavior that is disrespectful or dismissive. This does not mean you react with anger or bitterness, but rather with a quiet resolve to maintain your dignity. By setting these boundaries, you signal to others that you value yourself and expect the same from them. This often leads to a re-evaluation of how they treat you, and in many cases, they will start to seek your attention and approval. Self-esteem also influences the way you interact with others. When you are secure in yourself, you are more likely to engage in positive, constructive interactions rather than falling into patterns of neediness or desperation. This makes you a more enjoyable and interesting person to be around, which naturally attracts others to you. People are drawn to those who are confident and self-reliant because they emanate a sense of stability and strength. In the context of being ignored, self-esteem acts as a buffer against the negative emotions that can arise. Instead of feeling hurt or rejected, you are able to maintain your sense of self-worth and continue to live according to your principles. This resilience not only protects you from emotional turmoil, but also enhances your appeal to others. They begin to see you as someone who is not easily shaken, someone who is worth knowing and respecting. Ultimately, the Stoic approach to self-esteem is about cultivating an inner strength that is impervious to external circumstances. It is about recognizing your inherent worth and refusing to let the actions of others dictate how you feel about yourself. When you master this, you become someone who is confident, composed, and self-assured, qualities that are universally attractive and that can make those who once ignored you now crave your attention. By focusing on your self-esteem, you build a solid foundation for all your relationships, ensuring that you are always in control of how you are perceived and how you feel about yourself. Chapter 3: Stoic Practices for Building Self-Esteem. Building self-esteem is a deliberate and ongoing process, and the Stoics developed several practices that are particularly effective in strengthening this crucial aspect of your character. These practices, rooted in daily habits and philosophical reflections, are designed to foster a deep and enduring sense of self-worth that does not waver in the face of external challenges, such as being ignored by someone you care about. One of the most powerful Stoic practices for building self-esteem is daily reflection. The Stoics believed that taking time each day to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions is essential for personal growth. This practice, often done at the end of the day, involves reviewing your interactions and behaviors, assessing whether they align with your values and principles. By doing this regularly, you become more self-aware and can identify areas where you might be overly reliant on others for validation. This self-awareness is the first step towards cultivating a self-esteem that is independent of external approval. Daily reflection also helps you recognize your achievements and strengths, which are often overlooked when you are focused on seeking validation from others. By acknowledging your own successes, no matter how small, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and remind yourself that you are capable and valuable. This internal validation is far more powerful and enduring than any external praise, as it is rooted in your own understanding of your abilities and character. Another Stoic practice that is invaluable for building self-esteem is negative visualization. This involves consciously imagining the loss of the things or people you value most, not to induce anxiety, but to cultivate a deep appreciation for what you have. When someone ignores you, it can feel like a personal loss, but negative visualization helps you put things in perspective. By considering how you would cope if you lost something even more significant, you strengthen your resilience and reduce your dependence on others for your happiness. This practice fosters a sense of inner strength and self-reliance that bolsters your self-esteem. Amor fati, or the love of fate, is another key Stoic principle that plays a crucial role in building self-esteem. This practice involves embracing everything that happens in your life, both good and bad, as necessary and valuable. When someone ignores you, instead of seeing it as a slight or a failure, amor fati encourages you to accept it as part of your journey. This acceptance is not about resignation, but about recognizing that every experience, including the painful ones, contributes to your growth and wisdom. By embracing your fate in this way, you develop a stronger, more resilient self-esteem that is not easily shaken by the actions of others. Stoic practices also emphasize the importance of focusing on what you can control. When you are ignored, it is easy to become fixated on the other person's behavior and wonder what you can do to change it. However, the Stoics remind us that we cannot control others, we can only control our own actions and reactions. By shifting your focus from trying to change someone else's behavior to improving yourself, you redirect your energy in a more productive and self-affirming way. This not only enhances your self-esteem, but also makes you more attractive to others, as people are naturally drawn to those who are focused on their own growth and well-being. Another practice that is essential for building self-esteem is cultivating a sense of gratitude. The Stoics believed that by regularly acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, you develop a stronger sense of contentment and self-worth. When someone ignores you, it is easy to fall into a negative mindset, focusing on what you lack rather than what you have. However, by practicing gratitude, you shift your focus to the abundance in your life, which in turn strengthens your self-esteem. This practice helps you maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of rejection or indifference, and reinforces your sense of inner value. The Stoic practice of memento mori, or the contemplation of mortality, also plays a role in building self-esteem. By regularly reflecting on the fact that life is short and unpredictable, you are reminded of the importance of living according to your values and not wasting time seeking validation from others. This perspective helps you prioritize what truly matters in life, your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment over the fleeting opinions of others. By keeping this in mind, you are more likely to focus on developing a strong, independent self-esteem that is not swayed by external circumstances. Incorporating these Stoic practices into your daily life requires discipline and commitment, but the rewards are profound. As you build your self-esteem through these methods, you become more confident, resilient, and self-assured. This inner strength is evident to others, who will begin to see you as someone who is secure in themselves and not easily affected by the actions of others. In turn, this can lead to a shift in how others treat you, as they come to respect and value your self-assuredness. Ultimately, by practicing Stoic principles, you cultivate a self-esteem that is unshakable, making you someone who is truly magnetic and who commands attention without needing to seek it. Chapter 4: Techniques to Enhance Self-Confidence. Self-confidence is the outward expression of self-esteem. It is the quality that allows you to move through the world with assurance, knowing that you are capable and deserving of respect and success. In Stoicism, self-confidence is not about arrogance or superiority, but about a deep understanding of your abilities and worth. When you project confidence, others are naturally drawn to you, and you are less likely to be ignored or overlooked. One of the most effective techniques to enhance self-confidence is to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning and growth. The Stoics believed that wisdom and knowledge are the foundation of true confidence. By committing to lifelong learning and self-improvement, you build a reservoir of knowledge and skills that bolster your confidence in any situation. This could involve reading, studying, or practicing a particular skill that is important to you. As you gain mastery in these areas, your confidence naturally increases, and you begin to project this confidence in your interactions with others. Another technique to boost self-confidence is to practice mindfulness and presence. The Stoics emphasized the importance of living in the present moment and being fully engaged in whatever you are doing. When you are present, you are less likely to be distracted by worries about the past or future, and you can focus on the task at hand with clarity and confidence. This presence is often perceived by others as confidence, as you are able to respond to situations calmly and effectively. By cultivating mindfulness, you develop a stronger sense of control over your thoughts and emotions, which in turn enhances your self-confidence. Visualization is another powerful tool for building self-confidence. The Stoics often used visualization techniques to prepare themselves for challenges and to reinforce their sense of self-efficacy. By visualizing yourself succeeding in a particular situation, you create a mental image of success that your mind can then work towards. This technique is particularly useful when you are facing a situation where you fear being ignored or overlooked. By visualizing yourself confidently handling the situation, you program your mind to respond with confidence, making it more likely that others will notice and respect you. Physical posture and body language also play a crucial role in self-confidence. The Stoics recognized the connection between the mind and body and believed that by adopting a confident posture, you could influence your mental state. Standing tall, making eye contact, and using open body language all send signals to your brain that you are confident and in control. These nonverbal cues are also picked up by others, who are more likely to perceive you as confident and self-assured. By consciously practicing confident body language, you reinforce your self-esteem and project confidence in your interactions with others. Another technique to enhance self-confidence is to embrace challenges and adversity as opportunities for growth. The Stoics believed that true confidence comes from facing difficulties head-on and learning from them. When you encounter a situation where you are ignored or dismissed, instead of seeing it as a setback, view it as a chance to strengthen your resolve and prove your worth. This mindset shift helps you approach challenges with a sense of purpose and determination, which in turn boosts your confidence. Over time, as you overcome more challenges, your confidence grows, and you become someone who is not easily shaken by external circumstances. Self-compassion is also an important aspect of building self-confidence. The Stoics taught that being kind to yourself, especially in times of failure or rejection, is essential for maintaining your self-esteem and confidence. When someone ignores you, it is easy to be hard on yourself and question your worth. However, by practicing self-compassion, you remind yourself that you are human and that everyone experiences setbacks. This kindness towards yourself allows you to bounce back more quickly and maintain your confidence even in the face of adversity. Lastly, surrounding yourself with supportive and positive people can greatly enhance your self-confidence. The Stoics understood the importance of community and the impact that others can have on your mindset. By building a network of friends and mentors who believe in you and encourage you, you create an environment that nurtures your confidence. These relationships provide a source of strength and reassurance, especially when you are feeling uncertain or overlooked. By seeking out and maintaining positive connections, you bolster your confidence and ensure that you have a strong support system to rely on. In conclusion, enhancing self-confidence is a multifaceted process that involves continuous learning, mindfulness, visualization, body language, embracing challenges, self-compassion, and positive relationships. By incorporating these techniques into your daily life, you develop a deep and enduring confidence that is evident to others. This confidence not only protects you from the negative effects of being ignored, but also makes you more attractive and respected by those around you. As your confidence grows, you become someone who commands attention naturally, without the need to seek it, embodying the Stoic ideal of inner strength and self-assurance. Chapter 5. Handling rejection with grace. Rejection is an inevitable part of life, and how you handle it can have a profound impact on your self-esteem and overall well-being. The Stoics had a unique perspective on rejection, viewing it not as a personal failure, but as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By adopting a Stoic approach to rejection, you can maintain your dignity, learn from the experience, and emerge stronger and more resilient. The first step in handling rejection with grace is to reframe your perspective. The Stoics believed that our suffering often comes not from the events themselves, but from our interpretation of those events. When you are rejected, whether in a relationship, at work, or in any other area of life, it is easy to internalize the rejection and see it as a reflection of your worth. However, the Stoic approach encourages you to view rejection as a neutral event, something that is neither good nor bad, but simply a part of life. By detaching your self-worth from the rejection, you can approach it with a sense of calm and objectivity. Another important aspect of handling rejection is practicing amor fati, or the love of fate. This Stoic principle teaches that everything that happens in life, including rejection, is part of the larger plan of the universe and should be embraced with gratitude. When you are rejected, instead of dwelling on what went wrong, practice amor fati by accepting the outcome as necessary and beneficial in some way. This mindset allows you to move forward without resentment or regret, knowing that the rejection is just one step in your journey towards growth and self-discovery. Stoicism also teaches the importance of focusing on what you can control. When you are rejected, it is natural to want to analyze every detail and figure out what you could have done differently. However, the Stoics remind us that we cannot control the actions or decisions of others, only our own reactions. By shifting your focus from trying to change the past to improving yourself for the future, you take control of the situation and empower yourself to learn and grow. This proactive approach not only helps you handle rejection with grace, but also strengthens your resilience and confidence. Emotional resilience is another key component of handling rejection. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within and that cultivating emotional resilience is essential for maintaining your peace of mind in the face of adversity. When you are rejected, it is important to allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise, whether it's sadness, frustration, or disappointment, without letting them overwhelm you. The Stoics practiced a form of emotional regulation where they acknowledged their feelings but did not let them dictate their actions. By developing this emotional resilience, you can process the rejection in a healthy way and move forward with a clear and composed mind. Another technique for handling rejection is to practice gratitude. The Stoics emphasized the importance of being grateful for all experiences, even the difficult ones, as they contribute to your growth and wisdom. When you are rejected, take a moment to reflect on what you can learn from the experience and express gratitude for the opportunity to grow. This shift in mindset helps you view rejection as a valuable lesson rather than a setback, and it reinforces your sense of self-worth. In addition to these internal practices, it is also important to handle rejection with grace in your interactions with others. When you are rejected, it is easy to react with anger, bitterness, or defensiveness. However, the Stoics taught that maintaining your composure and treating others with respect, even in difficult situations, is a sign of true strength. By responding to rejection with kindness and understanding, you demonstrate your self-control and maturity, which can often lead to a more positive outcome in the long run. Lastly, it is important to remember that rejection is not the end of the story. The Stoics believed that every setback is an opportunity to start anew and to approach life with renewed vigor and determination. When you are rejected, see it as a chance to reassess your goals, refine your approach, and continue on your path with even greater clarity and purpose. By viewing rejection as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, you empower yourself to keep moving forward and to achieve even greater success. In conclusion, handling rejection with grace is about adopting a Stoic mindset that emphasizes acceptance, emotional resilience, gratitude, and self-control. By reframing your perspective on rejection, focusing on what you can control, and responding with dignity and respect, you can navigate the challenges of rejection with strength and poise. This approach not only protects your self-esteem but also enhances your personal growth and resilience, making you more confident and self-assured in all areas of your life. Ultimately, by mastering the art of handling rejection, you become someone who is truly unshakable, capable of turning any setback into an opportunity for growth and success. Chapter 6: Cultivating Patience and Persistence. In a world that often rewards instant gratification, patience and persistence are virtues that can set you apart from others. The Stoics placed great value on these qualities, understanding that true success and fulfillment come from consistent effort and the ability to endure challenges over time. Cultivating patience and persistence is not only essential for achieving your long-term goals, but also for maintaining your self-confidence and peace of mind in the face of obstacles. Patience is the ability to accept delays or difficulties without becoming frustrated or anxious. In Stoicism, patience is rooted in the understanding that many aspects of life are beyond our control. The Stoics taught that we should focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and responses, and let go of the need to control external outcomes. By adopting this mindset, you can develop a sense of calm and patience, knowing that everything unfolds in its own time. One way to cultivate patience is through the practice of delayed gratification. The Stoics believed in the importance of discipline and self-control, particularly in resisting the urge to seek immediate rewards. By intentionally delaying gratification, whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, you train yourself to focus on long-term goals rather than short-term pleasures. This practice not only strengthens your patience, but also reinforces your commitment to your goals, making you more likely to achieve them. Another important aspect of patience is the ability to stay calm in the face of setbacks. The Stoics recognized that life is full of challenges and that true strength comes from remaining composed and resilient in difficult situations. When you encounter a setback, instead of reacting with frustration or despair, practice patience by taking a step back, assessing the situation objectively, and determining the best course of action. This measured response allows you to navigate challenges with greater clarity and effectiveness, ultimately leading to better outcomes. Persistence, on the other hand, is the determination to keep going despite obstacles or difficulties. The Stoics believed that persistence is essential for achieving excellence in any endeavor. They understood that success is not the result of a single effort, but of consistent, sustained effort over time. By developing persistence, you build the resilience needed to overcome challenges and continue moving forward, even when the path is difficult. One technique for cultivating persistence is to break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. The Stoics believed in the power of incremental progress, understanding that even the smallest step forward is a step towards your ultimate goal. By focusing on completing one task at a time, you avoid feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of your goals and maintain your momentum. This approach also helps you build confidence, as each completed task reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Another way to build persistence is by embracing a growth mindset. The Stoics believed that challenges and failures are opportunities for learning and growth, rather than signs of inadequacy. By viewing setbacks as valuable lessons, you can maintain your persistence in the face of adversity and continue striving towards your goals. This mindset shift not only helps you stay motivated, but also enhances your resilience, making you more likely to persevere through difficult times. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of self-discipline in cultivating persistence. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and resist distractions or temptations that could derail your progress. By practicing self-discipline, you strengthen your ability to persist in your efforts, even when the going gets tough. This discipline is particularly important when you are pursuing long-term goals that require sustained effort over time. By staying disciplined, you ensure that you remain on track and continue making progress towards your objectives. Another key to persistence is maintaining a positive attitude, even in the face of difficulties. The Stoics believed that our thoughts and attitudes shape our reality, and that by cultivating a positive mindset, we can overcome even the most challenging obstacles. When you encounter setbacks, instead of dwelling on the negatives, focus on the progress you have made and the lessons you have learned. This positive outlook helps you stay motivated and persistent, even when the journey is difficult. Lastly, it is important to remember that patience and persistence are not about passively waiting for things to happen. They are about taking consistent, deliberate action towards your goals. The Stoics believed in the importance of purposeful action, understanding that true success comes from a combination of effort and timing. By staying patient and persistent in your efforts, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, allowing success to come to you in its own time. In conclusion, cultivating patience and persistence is essential for achieving long-term success and fulfillment. By practicing delayed gratification, staying calm in the face of setbacks, breaking down your goals, embracing a growth mindset, exercising self-discipline, and maintaining a positive attitude, you develop the resilience and determination needed to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. These qualities not only set you apart from others, but also enhance your self-confidence and inner strength, making you more capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and composure. Chapter 7: Embracing Solitude and Reflection. In a world that is constantly connected and often overwhelming, solitude and reflection have become rare but essential practices. The Stoics understood the importance of spending time alone to reflect on one's thoughts, actions, and the direction of life. Embracing solitude allows you to gain clarity, strengthen your sense of self, and cultivate inner peace, all of which are crucial for personal growth and resilience. Solitude is not about isolation or loneliness, rather, it is about creating space for yourself to think, reflect, and connect with your inner self. The Stoics believed that solitude is a time to disconnect from the noise of the external world and to focus on your own thoughts and emotions. By spending time alone, you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your desires, and your goals, allowing you to make more intentional and meaningful decisions in your life. One of the key benefits of solitude is the opportunity it provides for self-reflection. The Stoics practiced daily self-reflection as a way to assess their actions, thoughts, and progress towards their goals. By regularly taking time to reflect on your day, you can identify areas where you may have fallen short, as well as moments where you acted in alignment with your values. This practice of self-reflection helps you to learn from your experiences, make better decisions, and continue growing as a person. Another important aspect of solitude is the ability to recharge and rejuvenate. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to become overwhelmed and exhausted by the demands of daily life. The Stoics recognized the importance of taking time for yourself to rest and recharge. Solitude provides a much-needed break from the constant stimulation and allows you to reconnect with your inner self. This time alone helps to clear your mind, reduce stress, and restore your energy, making you more effective and focused when you return to your daily activities. Solitude also offers the opportunity to cultivate creativity and innovation. The Stoics believed that some of the best ideas and insights come from spending time alone, away from distractions. When you are alone, you can think more deeply and explore new ideas without the influence of others. This creative solitude allows you to tap into your imagination and come up with innovative solutions to challenges or new approaches to your goals. By embracing solitude, you open yourself up to new possibilities and expand your creative potential. In addition to fostering creativity, solitude also allows you to develop a stronger sense of self-reliance and independence. The Stoics valued self-sufficiency and believed that true strength comes from within. When you spend time alone, you learn to rely on yourself for guidance, support, and validation. This self-reliance builds your confidence and resilience, making you less dependent on others for your sense of worth or direction. By cultivating independence, you become more capable of navigating life's challenges on your own terms. Another benefit of solitude is the opportunity it provides for deepening your spiritual practice. The Stoics believed in the importance of connecting with the divine and reflecting on the nature of the universe. Solitude offers a quiet space for spiritual contemplation, meditation, or prayer, allowing you to connect with something greater than yourself. This spiritual connection provides a sense of purpose and meaning, helping you to stay grounded and focused on what truly matters in life. Lastly, solitude allows you to cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. The Stoics taught that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. By spending time alone, you can cultivate a sense of inner calm and contentment that is not easily shaken by the ups and downs of life. This inner peace allows you to approach life with a sense of equanimity, remaining centered and composed even in the face of challenges. In conclusion, embracing solitude and reflection is essential for personal growth, creativity, and inner peace. By spending time alone, you can gain clarity, recharge your energy, cultivate creativity, develop self-reliance, deepen your spiritual practice, and find inner peace. These practices not only enhance your well-being, but also strengthen your sense of self, making you more resilient and capable of navigating life's challenges with confidence and grace. The Stoics understood that solitude is not a luxury but a necessity for living a fulfilled and meaningful life. By making time for solitude and reflection, you invest in your own growth and happiness, allowing you to live more intentionally and authentically. As we've explored throughout this episode, the Stoics have provided us with profound insights into human nature and effective strategies for navigating complex social dynamics. By adopting these Stoic methods, you can transform not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Whether it's mastering your emotions, cultivating patience, or embracing solitude, these principles empower you to rise above the need for external validation and instead find strength and confidence within. When someone ignores you, it's easy to feel disheartened or frustrated. But by applying Stoic wisdom, you can shift the focus from seeking their attention to enhancing your own character and presence. This not only makes you more resilient to rejection, but also more magnetic to others. As you cultivate inner peace, self-confidence, and wisdom, you naturally become someone others are drawn to, even those who may have previously overlooked you. Remember, the Stoics believed that true power comes from within. When you master yourself, you no longer need to chase after the approval or attention of others. Instead, you become the kind of person who commands respect and admiration simply by being true to who you are. The journey of self-mastery is ongoing, but with each step, you'll find that you not only gain the attention of others, but also a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Thank you for watching this episode. If you found these Stoic methods insightful, be sure to watch the video until the end for even more wisdom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or experiences. If you've tried any of these techniques, we'd love to hear your story. And of course, share this video with others who could benefit from these powerful Stoic practices. Until next time, continue to seek wisdom, embrace patience, and live with purpose. Throughout their long and meaningful lives, the Stoics mastered the art of understanding human nature, including the intricate and often perplexing psychology of women. They recognized that true influence over someone's emotions and desires isn't just about following societal norms, but about transcending them, living authentically, and embracing what makes you unique. In today's world, these traits are often found in older men who, through years of experience, have developed a set of behaviors that younger women find irresistibly attractive, behaviors that might seem a bit unconventional or even weird to some. In this episode, we'll delve into 10 such weird things that older men do, which drive younger women wild. These aren't your typical charm tactics, but rather they're deeply rooted in individuality, authenticity, and a clear understanding of what truly matters in life. If you're an older man, or simply someone looking to understand the appeal of older men, this episode is for you. Before we dive into these fascinating behaviors, make sure to watch this video until the end to fully understand how each of these qualities plays a role in attraction. If you find these insights valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Free Thinking and Unpredictability. One of the most intriguing qualities that older men possess is their free-thinking nature, combined with an unpredictable streak. This combination is like a breath of fresh air for younger women, who often find themselves drawn to men who are not confined by rigid thought patterns or societal expectations. Unlike their younger counterparts, older men have lived through enough experiences to develop their own unique perspectives. This often means they are more willing to challenge the status quo and think outside the box, which can be incredibly appealing to someone seeking something more profound and exciting in a partner. The allure of unpredictability cannot be overstated. When a man is free-thinking and unpredictable, he brings a sense of adventure into the relationship. Younger women, who may be used to the more predictable behaviors of men their own age, find the spontaneity and fresh perspectives of older men particularly attractive. It's not just about being unpredictable in the grand sense, such as planning surprise dates or taking an unexpected road trip, but also in the little things. It could be as simple as an unexpected compliment, a sudden change in plans that leads to an exciting new experience, or a fresh take on a familiar topic. This unpredictability keeps things exciting and prevents the relationship from becoming stale or monotonous. Moreover, this quality allows older men to stand out in a world where conformity is often the norm. Younger women who may be exploring their identities and looking for someone who can both ground them and push them to new heights are naturally drawn to men who break the mold. Free-thinking older men offer a refreshing contrast to the cookie-cutter approach to life that many younger individuals are still navigating. They represent a world of possibilities, where every day can bring something new and where the relationship itself is a living, evolving entity. In relationships, this free-thinking approach is invaluable. It enables older men to navigate challenges with a level of creativity and openness that younger men might not yet possess. Instead of sticking to traditional roles or responses, they are more likely to explore alternative solutions and new ways of thinking, which can make their relationships dynamic and ever-evolving. This ability to adapt and keep things interesting is a key factor in why younger women are so captivated by older men. They see in them a partner who is not only wise and experienced, but also someone who refuses to be boxed in by conventional thinking. For the younger woman, being with a free-thinking older man can be an exhilarating experience. She never quite knows what to expect, and that unpredictability is part of the excitement. It's the thrill of not knowing what comes next, whether it's a surprise weekend getaway, an unexpected deep conversation, or a completely new perspective on life, that makes these interactions so compelling. The relationship becomes a journey of discovery, with each day bringing new surprises and deepening the connection between them. Additionally, older men's ability to think freely often extends to how they view the world and their place in it. They are less likely to be swayed by societal pressures or trends, instead choosing to live life on their terms. This independence of thought is incredibly attractive to younger women who may feel constrained by societal expectations and are looking for someone who embodies the freedom they crave. Being with a man who is unafraid to be different, to think differently, and to live differently can be incredibly liberating and inspiring. In essence, the free-thinking and unpredictable nature of older men not only keeps the relationship lively and engaging, but also offers younger women a glimpse of a life lived authentically and without fear of judgment. It is this combination of excitement, adventure, and authenticity that drives younger women wild and makes older men such desirable partners. Chapter 2: Not ashamed to be themselves. One of the most liberating qualities that older men possess is their unapologetic authenticity. As men age, they often become more comfortable in their own skin, shedding the insecurities and self-doubt that might have plagued them in their younger years. This confidence in who they are, without the need to put on a facade or seek constant validation, is incredibly attractive to younger women. The ability to be oneself without shame or pretense creates an aura of genuine confidence that is hard to resist. Younger women are often navigating a world filled with societal pressures, unrealistic standards, and expectations about how they should look, act, and feel. In contrast, older men, who have already gone through these trials, embody a sense of calm assurance. They've learned through experience that trying to fit into someone else's mold is a losing game. This makes them less likely to conform to what others think they should be and more likely to embrace their true selves. When a man is not ashamed to be himself, he gives permission to those around him to do the same. This authenticity is refreshing and creates a safe space for younger women to explore their own identities. They find solace in the fact that they don't have to pretend or meet some arbitrary standard to be loved or accepted by him. His confidence in being himself encourages her to embrace her own quirks and flaws, knowing that she won't be judged or ridiculed. This genuine self-assuredness is also reflected in how older men handle relationships. They are less likely to play games or engage in superficial interactions. Instead, they approach relationships with honesty and integrity, being upfront about who they are and what they want. This straightforwardness is often a breath of fresh air for younger women who may be tired of the mind games and mixed signals they often encounter with younger men. Older men who are comfortable being themselves also tend to have a strong sense of purpose and direction in life. They know what they stand for, what they like, and what they don't. This clarity of self is deeply attractive because it signals maturity and stability. Younger women are drawn to this stability, especially in a world where so much seems uncertain. The older man's grounded nature provides a steady anchor, making her feel secure and valued for who she is, not just for how she looks or what she can offer. Furthermore, older men who aren't ashamed of who they are tend to have a deeper understanding of their strengths and weaknesses. This self-awareness allows them to approach life and relationships with a level of humility that is both endearing and admirable. They don't feel the need to boast or exaggerate their accomplishments because they are secure in what they've achieved and who they've become. This humility, paired with confidence, creates a balanced personality that is incredibly appealing. For younger women, being with an older man who is unapologetically himself offers a sense of authenticity and realness that can be hard to find elsewhere. It's a reminder that true attractiveness doesn't come from fitting into society's narrow definitions, but from embracing who you truly are. This authenticity not only deepens the emotional connection, but also fosters a relationship built on mutual respect and genuine understanding. In summary, the ability of older men to be themselves without shame or pretense is a quality that deeply resonates with younger women. It offers them a relationship grounded in authenticity, where both partners are free to be who they truly are, without fear of judgment or rejection. This genuine self-assurance is not just attractive, it's magnetic. Chapter 3. Don't pander to her. If she doesn't like you for who you are, oh well. Another striking trait that sets older men apart is their refusal to pander or compromise their values just to win someone over. This quality is particularly compelling because it signals a deep self-respect and a clear understanding of their worth. Older men have often learned through experience that trying to please everyone is a futile endeavor. Instead, they focus on being true to themselves, knowing that the right person will appreciate them for who they are rather than who they pretend to be. Younger women find this attitude both refreshing and alluring. In a world where many people are eager to conform and please others, an older man who stands firm in his beliefs and doesn't feel the need to change to fit someone else's expectations is a powerful presence. This authenticity is not just about being true to oneself, it's about setting boundaries and maintaining them, which is something many younger women find attractive and, frankly, a little intoxicating. This approach also reflects a broader understanding of relationships. Older men recognize that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and genuine connection, not on bending over backward to meet someone else's demands or desires. They understand that pandering to a woman might win her over temporarily, but it won't lead to a lasting or fulfilling relationship. Instead, they present themselves honestly and openly, allowing the woman to decide if she's truly interested in who they are. This take it or leave it attitude is rooted in the confidence that comes with experience. Older men have typically faced rejection and disappointment in the past, and they've come to realize that not every relationship is meant to be. This realization frees them from the fear of rejection that often plagues younger men, making them more relaxed and less anxious in their interactions. This calm demeanor is incredibly attractive because it conveys that they are not desperate for approval or validation, they are simply looking for a genuine connection. Younger women, who may be accustomed to being catered to or pandered to by younger men, find this straightforwardness both intriguing and challenging. It forces them to confront their own desires and expectations and to ask themselves if they are truly interested in the man as he is, rather than as a potential project to be molded. This dynamic creates a relationship based on equality and respect, where both partners are valued for their true selves. Furthermore, older men's refusal to pander often leads to more honest and open communication in the relationship. They are not afraid to express their needs, desires, or boundaries, and they expect the same from their partner. This level of honesty fosters a deeper emotional connection and ensures that both partners are on the same page, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. For younger women, being with an older man who doesn't pander is an opportunity to experience a relationship that is both challenging and rewarding. It's a chance to engage with someone who is confident in who they are and who expects the same level of authenticity from their partner. This mutual respect creates a solid foundation for a lasting relationship where both partners are free to be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. In conclusion, the older man's refusal to pander is not just about maintaining his own integrity, it's about creating a relationship based on mutual respect and genuine connection. This quality is deeply attractive to younger women who find themselves drawn to a partner who is not afraid to be himself and who expects the same level of honesty and authenticity from them. Chapter 4. He asks honest questions even if it challenges her. Older men are often more comfortable asking honest, sometimes challenging, questions. This quality stems from their life experience and their desire to engage in meaningful conversations rather than superficial small talk. They understand that true intimacy and connection are built on honesty and open communication, even if it means asking questions that might be uncomfortable or challenging. Younger women often find this trait compelling because it pushes them to think more deeply about their beliefs, desires, and emotions. Unlike younger men who might avoid difficult topics for fear of causing discomfort or conflict, older men are not afraid to dive into the deeper issues. They know that these conversations are necessary for building a strong and lasting relationship, and they are willing to take the risk of challenging their partner if it means getting to the heart of the matter. This willingness to ask honest questions also demonstrates a level of respect and interest that is often lacking in more superficial relationships. Older men are genuinely curious about their partner's thoughts and feelings, and they are not afraid to probe deeper to understand them better. This curiosity is not about being nosy or intrusive, it's about fostering a deeper connection by truly getting to know the other person. For younger women, this can be both exhilarating and a bit intimidating. They may not be used to someone taking such a keen interest in their inner world, and it can be a refreshing change from the more casual, surface-level interactions they might be accustomed to. The older man's questions force them to reflect on themselves in ways they might not have before, leading to greater self-awareness and personal growth. Moreover, the older man's willingness to challenge his partner also extends to his own beliefs and assumptions. He is open to being challenged in return and sees these conversations as an opportunity for mutual growth and understanding. This openness creates a dynamic where both partners feel valued and respected, and where the relationship is seen as a partnership of equals. This approach to communication is particularly appealing to younger women who are looking for more than just a casual fling. They want a partner who is willing to engage with them on a deeper level, who is not afraid to ask the tough questions, and who values their thoughts and feelings. The older man's ability to ask honest questions, even when it challenges his partner, shows that he is invested in the relationship and committed to building a strong foundation based on trust and understanding. In essence, the older man's approach to asking honest questions is a reflection of his maturity and his commitment to building a meaningful relationship. It's a quality that younger women find deeply attractive because it shows that he is not just interested in them as a person, but in truly understanding and connecting with them on a deeper level. This willingness to engage in honest, sometimes difficult conversations is what sets older men apart and makes them such compelling partners. Chapter 5. Can say no. One of the most powerful qualities that older men possess is the ability to say no when necessary. This might seem like a simple thing, but in reality, it's a sign of maturity, confidence, and self-respect. The ability to say no demonstrates that an older man knows his boundaries and is not afraid to enforce them, even if it means disappointing someone or facing conflict. Younger women often find this quality incredibly attractive because it signals strength and decisiveness. An older man who can say no is not someone who can be easily manipulated or swayed by external pressures. He is confident in his decisions and is willing to stand by them even if it's not the popular choice. This decisiveness is often lacking in younger men who might still be figuring out their boundaries and may struggle with saying no for fear of rejection or disapproval. The ability to say no also reflects a deep sense of self-awareness and self-respect. Older men have typically spent years refining their sense of self and understanding what they want and don't want in life. They are not afraid to reject situations, people, or opportunities that don't align with their values or goals. This clarity of purpose is incredibly attractive to younger women who may be seeking a partner who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. Moreover, an older man's ability to say no extends beyond just his personal boundaries. It also applies to his relationships. He is not afraid to say no to a partner's unreasonable demands or to walk away from a relationship that is not serving him. This willingness to prioritize his own well-being, even if it means ending a relationship, shows that he values himself and his happiness. This self-respect is something that younger women find deeply attractive and often aspire to emulate in their own lives. For younger women, being with an older man who can say no offers a sense of security and stability. They know that they are with someone who is not easily swayed or manipulated and who will stand by his convictions. This strength of character is incredibly appealing because it creates a relationship dynamic where both partners feel respected and valued. Additionally, the ability to say no also indicates that an older man is not desperate for approval or validation. He is comfortable in his own skin and does not need to please everyone to feel good about himself. This self-assuredness is incredibly attractive because it shows that he is confident in who he is and what he brings to the table. In conclusion, the ability of older men to say no is a sign of maturity, self-respect, and confidence. It's a quality that younger women find incredibly attractive because it signals strength, decisiveness, and a deep understanding of one's own boundaries. This ability to enforce boundaries not only creates a healthy relationship dynamic, but also fosters a sense of mutual respect and understanding between partners. Chapter 6: Don't Need Validation. Older men, having navigated through the ups and downs of life, often reach a point where they no longer seek external validation. This self-assurance and inner confidence make them stand out in the eyes of younger women, who are often surrounded by people constantly seeking approval from others. The lack of need for validation is a testament to the older man's maturity, self-awareness, and understanding of his own worth. In their younger years, many men may feel the need to prove themselves, to show the world that they are successful, attractive, or worthy of attention. This often leads to a reliance on external validation, whether it's through social media, the opinions of others, or even material possessions. However, as men age, many come to realize that true validation comes from within. They no longer feel the need to seek approval from others because they are confident in who they are and what they have achieved. This inner confidence is incredibly appealing to younger women. In a world where so many people are desperate for likes, comments, and followers, an older man who is content with himself and his life is a rare find. This self-assuredness creates a sense of stability and security that younger women find deeply attractive. They are drawn to the older man's quiet confidence, which doesn't need to be flaunted or shouted from the rooftops. Furthermore, the older man's lack of need for validation also means that he is less likely to engage in behaviors that are designed to impress others. He doesn't feel the need to brag about his accomplishments, show off his possessions, or compete with others for attention. Instead, he focuses on what truly matters to him, whether it's his relationships, his passions, or his personal growth. This focus on what is truly important is something that younger women find incredibly refreshing and admirable. This trait also means that older men are less likely to be swayed by the opinions of others. They are secure in their own beliefs and values, and they don't feel the need to conform to societal expectations or trends. This independence is something that younger women find deeply attractive because it signals a man who is confident in himself and doesn't need to follow the crowd. This independence also allows the older man to be more authentic and genuine in his interactions, which fosters a deeper connection with his partner. Moreover, the older man's lack of need for validation often translates into a more relaxed and easygoing attitude. he is not constantly striving to prove himself or achieve the next big thing. Instead, he is content with where he is in life and is able to enjoy the present moment. This ability to live in the moment and appreciate life as it is, without constantly seeking more, is something that younger women find incredibly appealing. For younger women, being with an older man who doesn't need validation offers a sense of freedom and relief. They don't have to constantly worry about boosting his ego or reassuring him of his worth. Instead, they can enjoy a relationship where both partners are secure in themselves and can focus on building a genuine connection. This lack of need for validation also means that the relationship is less likely to be influenced by external factors, such as the opinions of others or societal pressures. In conclusion, the older man's lack of need for validation is a sign of his maturity, self-confidence, and inner peace. It's a quality that younger women find deeply attractive because it creates a sense of stability, authenticity, and independence in the relationship. This self-assurance not only makes the older man more appealing, but also fosters a relationship dynamic where both partners can thrive and grow together. Chapter 7: Deep Conversations. One of the most appealing traits of older men that draws younger women towards them is their ability to engage in deep, meaningful conversations. Unlike younger men who may still be exploring their own identities and opinions, older men have often spent years refining their thoughts, beliefs, and perspectives. This depth of experience allows them to converse about a wide range of topics with insight and wisdom, making conversations with them both intellectually stimulating and emotionally fulfilling. Deep conversations are more than just a pleasant way to pass the time. They are a gateway to understanding someone on a much more profound level. Older men, having lived through a variety of life experiences, are often able to provide thoughtful and nuanced perspectives on complex issues. Whether discussing philosophy, politics, history, or personal experiences, they bring a level of maturity and insight that younger men may lack. For younger women, these deep conversations are incredibly attractive because they provide an opportunity to connect on a more intellectual and emotional level. Rather than engaging in superficial small talk, they can explore topics that are meaningful and significant. This intellectual connection fosters a sense of intimacy and trust, making the relationship feel more substantial and rewarding. Moreover, older men are often better listeners. They understand that a conversation is not just about talking, but also about listening and responding thoughtfully. This ability to listen and engage in a meaningful dialogue is something that younger women greatly appreciate. It shows that the older man values their opinions and is genuinely interested in what they have to say. In addition to the intellectual stimulation, deep conversations with an older man can also be emotionally fulfilling. Older men are often more in touch with their emotions and are not afraid to express them. They can discuss their feelings, fears, and hopes with a level of openness and vulnerability that younger men might shy away from. This emotional depth is something that younger women find incredibly appealing, as it creates a space for genuine emotional connection. Furthermore, older men are often more patient in conversations. They don't feel the need to dominate the discussion or rush through topics. Instead, they are content to let the conversation flow naturally, allowing for a deeper exploration of ideas and feelings. This patience and willingness to engage in a slow, thoughtful dialogue is something that younger women find refreshing and comforting. For younger women, being able to have deep conversations with an older man is a sign of his maturity, intelligence, and emotional availability. It shows that he is not just interested in surface-level interactions, but is willing to invest time and energy into building a meaningful connection. This depth of conversation fosters a sense of closeness and understanding that is essential for a strong, lasting relationship. In conclusion, the ability of older men to engage in deep conversations is a quality that younger women find incredibly attractive. It reflects their maturity, wisdom, and emotional availability, creating a space for intellectual and emotional connection. This depth of conversation not only strengthens the relationship, but also provides a foundation for mutual understanding and growth. Chapter 8: Financial Stability. Financial stability is a trait that many younger women find attractive in older men, as it represents not only security but also responsibility, foresight, and maturity. Unlike younger men who may still be figuring out their careers or managing their finances, older men have typically reached a point in their lives where they have established themselves financially. This stability is a significant factor in why younger women are often drawn to older men. Financial stability goes beyond just having money. It's about having a solid foundation that allows for long-term planning and security. Older men, having navigated through various stages of their careers, are often more financially secure. They have likely built up savings, investments, and a clear understanding of how to manage their finances. This financial acumen is something that younger women find appealing because it suggests that the older man is capable of providing a stable and secure future. For many younger women, financial stability in a partner is important because it offers a sense of security and peace of mind. Knowing that their partner is financially responsible and has a plan for the future can alleviate many of the stresses and uncertainties that come with relationships. This security allows the relationship to focus on building emotional and intellectual connections, rather than being burdened by financial concerns. Additionally, financial stability often reflects a level of responsibility and discipline that younger women admire. Older men who have achieved financial stability have likely made smart decisions throughout their lives, demonstrating their ability to think long-term and plan for the future. This foresight is something that younger women find attractive because it shows that the older man is not only capable of taking care of himself, but also of providing for a potential partner and family. Moreover, financial stability allows for a lifestyle that younger women may find appealing. Whether it's the ability to travel, enjoy fine dining, or invest in meaningful experiences, an older man's financial stability can provide opportunities that might not be as readily available with a younger partner. This ability to enjoy life's pleasures without financial stress is something that many younger women find attractive in an older man. It's important to note that financial stability is not just about material wealth, it's also about the mindset that comes with it. Older men who are financially stable often have a sense of calm and confidence that comes from knowing they are in control of their financial future. This confidence is something that younger women find incredibly appealing, as it suggests that the older man is capable of handling life's challenges with ease and assurance. For younger women, being with an older man who is financially stable offers a sense of security and comfort. They know that they are with someone who is responsible, disciplined, and capable of providing a stable future. This financial security allows the relationship to thrive without the added stress of financial uncertainty. In conclusion, financial stability is a key trait that makes older men attractive to younger women. It reflects their maturity, responsibility, and ability to provide security for themselves and their partners. This stability not only enhances the relationship, but also allows for a lifestyle that both partners can enjoy and appreciate. Chapter 9: Self-Confidence and Assurance. Self-confidence is a trait that naturally develops with age and experience, making it one of the most attractive qualities that older men possess. This self-assurance stems from years of personal growth, professional accomplishments, and the trials of life, which have shaped them into individuals who know who they are and what they want. For younger women, this self-confidence is magnetic, offering a sense of stability and dependability that is often missing in younger men who are still finding their way. Unlike the bravado that might characterize the confidence of younger men, the self-confidence of older men is more grounded and genuine. It's not about proving anything to anyone, but rather about being comfortable in one's own skin. This level of self-assurance is incredibly appealing to younger women because it suggests a man who is in control of his life and his emotions. He doesn't need external validation to feel good about himself. His confidence comes from within. This inner confidence often manifests in the way older men carry themselves. They tend to be more composed, calm, and assured in their actions and decisions. This sense of calm is particularly attractive to younger women who may find the unpredictability and insecurity of younger men exhausting. An older man's self-confidence creates a sense of safety and stability in the relationship, allowing both partners to feel more secure and content. Moreover, self-confidence in older men often translates into a more assertive and decisive demeanor. They are not afraid to take charge, make decisions, and stand by them. This decisiveness is something that younger women find attractive because it reflects a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. This level of assurance is often missing in younger men who may still be figuring out their goals and aspirations. Another aspect of this self-confidence is the ability to handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. Older men, having lived through various ups and downs, are often better equipped to deal with adversity. They don't panic or crumble under pressure. Instead, they approach problems with a calm and rational mindset. This resilience is something that younger women admire because it shows that the older man is reliable and capable of handling whatever life throws at him. Self-confidence also plays a crucial role in the way older men interact with others. They tend to be more comfortable in social situations, able to engage with people from all walks of life without feeling intimidated or insecure. This social ease is something that younger women find attractive because it reflects a man who is comfortable in his own skin and doesn't feel the need to put on a facade. This authenticity fosters a deeper connection between partners, as there are no pretenses or insecurities to navigate. For younger women, being with an older man who exudes self-confidence offers a sense of security and trust. They know that they are with someone who is not only confident in himself, but also in the relationship. This confidence allows the relationship to flourish, as both partners can focus on building a meaningful connection without the distractions of insecurity or doubt. In conclusion, self-confidence and assurance are traits that make older men incredibly attractive to younger women. These qualities reflect a maturity, resilience, and authenticity that create a strong foundation for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. This self-assurance not only enhances the older man's appeal, but also fosters a deeper connection and understanding between partners. Chapter 10: Emotional Maturity. Emotional maturity is perhaps one of the most significant qualities that older men possess, making them particularly attractive to younger women. Having navigated through various life experiences, older men often have a deeper understanding of their emotions and are better equipped to handle them. This emotional maturity manifests in their ability to communicate openly, resolve conflicts calmly, and provide emotional support, all of which are essential for a healthy and lasting relationship. Younger women often find emotional maturity in older men appealing because it signals a level of stability and reliability that is sometimes lacking in younger men. Older men are more likely to have developed emotional intelligence, allowing them to understand not only their own emotions, but also the emotions of others. This ability to empathize and respond appropriately to emotional situations creates a sense of security and trust in the relationship. One of the key aspects of emotional maturity is the ability to communicate effectively. Older men are often more comfortable expressing their feelings and thoughts in a clear and respectful manner. They understand the importance of communication in maintaining a healthy relationship and are more likely to engage in open and honest discussions. This level of communication fosters a deeper connection and helps to resolve conflicts before they escalate. In contrast, younger men may struggle with expressing their emotions or may avoid difficult conversations altogether. This lack of communication can lead to misunderstandings and unresolved issues that can strain the relationship. Older men, however, are more likely to approach these situations with a calm and measured mindset, addressing problems head-on and working towards a solution. This ability to navigate emotional challenges with grace and composure is something that younger women find incredibly appealing. Moreover, Emotional maturity in older men often translates into a greater ability to handle conflict. They are less likely to engage in petty arguments or react impulsively in heated situations. Instead, they approach conflicts with a level-headed and rational mindset, focusing on finding a resolution rather than winning the argument. This approach not only helps to maintain peace in the relationship, but also strengthens the bond between partners. Another aspect of emotional maturity is the ability to provide emotional support. Older men, having experienced their own emotional ups and downs, are often more attuned to the needs of their partners. They are more likely to offer comfort, understanding, and reassurance during difficult times. This emotional support is something that younger women greatly appreciate, as it creates a sense of safety and trust in the relationship. For younger women, being with an emotionally mature older man means being with someone who can handle the complexities of a relationship with grace and understanding. They know that they can rely on their partner to be there for them, both emotionally and mentally. This emotional maturity creates a strong foundation for a lasting relationship where both partners can grow and thrive together. In conclusion, emotional maturity is a key trait that makes older men attractive to younger women. It reflects their ability to communicate effectively, handle conflicts calmly, and provide emotional support. This maturity not only enhances the relationship, but also creates a sense of security and trust that is essential for a healthy and fulfilling partnership. The fascination that younger women have with older men is not a fleeting trend, but rather a reflection of timeless qualities that make these men particularly attractive. From their confidence and wisdom to their emotional maturity and financial stability, older men offer a unique blend of traits that younger women find irresistible. These qualities go beyond mere physical attraction. They speak to a deeper connection based on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared vision for the future. As we've explored throughout this episode, the appeal of older men lies in their life experience and the maturity that comes with it. They've weathered the storms of life, learned valuable lessons, and emerged with a sense of self-assurance that is both calming and inspiring. This confidence, coupled with their ability to engage in deep conversations and provide emotional stability, makes them ideal partners for younger women who are seeking more than just a superficial relationship. In a world where relationships can often be fleeting and driven by momentary attractions, the connection between an older man and a younger woman can offer something much more substantial. It's a partnership grounded in mutual respect, where both individuals bring their unique strengths and perspectives to the table. For younger women, being with an older man means being with someone who understands the importance of commitment, communication, and emotional support. As we conclude this episode, it's clear that the reasons younger women are drawn to older men are as varied as they are profound. It's not just about the age difference, it's about the qualities that older men bring to a relationship that make them stand out. Whether it's their life experience, financial stability, or emotional maturity, these traits create a foundation for a deep and meaningful connection. For those watching, consider how these dynamics play out in your own relationships or in the relationships around you. Age might be just a number, but the qualities that make a relationship thrive are timeless. Whether you're an older man wondering what makes you appealing to younger women, or a younger woman seeking the stability and wisdom that an older man can offer, remember that the key to any successful relationship lies in understanding, respect, and genuine connection. Thank you for watching this episode. If you've enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you experienced the dynamics of an older man-younger woman relationship? We'd love to hear your stories and insights. Until next time, remember that true connection transcends age, and the qualities that make a relationship strong are ones that we can all strive to cultivate, regardless of how old we are.